I am going to draw Critter's boat. So the print for this month is Critter's boat because it's the 2-year anniversary of the print club. Also, thank you. I love you. Also, Dark Viewer, thank you for the resub. Also, hold on. Let me get the captions on. There's a lot that we're doing tonight. Oh my gosh, hi Chimera. I'm about to drive home. You're sitting in my passenger seat. Okay, heart. Thank you. I will keep you company. This is what I do when Fars drives too. But this is one of the things we're doing. If you didn't see, there's also going to be another Ocean Buddy sticker pack, and these are all done. These are all finished. But for the first thing that I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to work on the lines for this because I want to get this one done. Critter doesn't have a boat. Critter's home is a boat. So it lives on an old shipwrecked boat that someone just kind of left abandoned in a reef and turned it into its little house because it was originally living in a treehouse and then not captions this time, but for the Trends and Black Solidarity sticker. Oh wait, thank you. You're right. I didn't know that was something else we were gonna do. But I should sketch that tonight. I have so many things to sketch. I'm gonna try to focus on the sticker and the print club, but I also can write that down as a note so that when we continue merch, we can do that too. I need the jellyfish so bad, they are special interest. I really like the jellyfish stickers too. I think the color is really nice. I'll say with these stickers, the way that they look like digitally, it looks very similar to how they print out. Like they're very true to the colors. And yes, that is a nautilus. So there's a nautilus, there's a saltwater snail, shrimp, eel, and then little Daphne plankton. Humbly asking for the name of the intro song. Oh, it's the Fukareda. Sorry, I forgot. I guess not everybody knows the Fukareda. It was like, hold on, I got you. A gift. I'm so excited for another horizontal print. I have a specific arrangement of your prints just above my monitor. Oh, that's so awesome. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm excited for these, and there's a few different like merch things or like, I don't know. There's a lot of ideas I have personally, and that we've been working on. Is the sticker club going to be a thing soon? The sticker club is going to be a thing so long as I can catch up with my Leicas and print club buffer. One of the like rules that we kind of have is just like not adding more stuff onto the plate until we've kind of perfected the routine with the stuff that's already on it. So as much as I really want the sticker club, I have to be realistic because like we've been just skirting deadlines with a lot of stuff, and part of that is just because I don't want the quality of the art to go down. Part of it is also because there was just IRL stuff going on that was making work kind of hard. After getting dinner, I might work on a commission sheet board and maybe a Ko-Fi along the stream. Oh, that'd be awesome! Hey, the more people that have their commission information up, that means the more artists that we can find and commission for critter pieces. So this is always a good thing to me. Oh, also, the stickers are printed somewhere locally, so I don't want to say because I don't want to dox us. However, there's not much color correcting that we do. They usually just show us like a sample and they're like, does this look good? And we go, yeah, that's good. Where did this crown on my name come from? That's scary. I'm sorry to scare you. That's just what happens when you talk a lot in chat, which is not a bad thing. I love the eel. I think the eel is one of my favorite of the second one. I really like the eel and I really like the Daphne plankton. And then I think of the first pack, my favorite is the crab and the jellyfish. Did we get to see print sketch? It's not done yet. That's one of the things we're doing tonight, actually. Which is what I mean when I say that we're really coming up against deadlines a lot of the time. But my goal for tonight is actually to sketch the thumbnail, not just for this month's print, but also to sketch the thumbnail for next month's print so that I can get that a little bit ahead. Also, someone in Twitter made a template of what Amy would say when summoning Sonic in the comments have the funniest edits to exist. Also, thank you for the hydrate, and also thank you for the bits and the umas to Cyan. My bad, I forgot you mentioned. That's okay, that's okay. Also, I was just saying this to Faris before stream. I guess one of the benefits of like wanting to get work done and stay on top of things is that it's helping distract me from the fact that everybody's playing Pokopia and I really want to play. I don't want to spend money on the Switch 2 until at least they've released a new version or like one that's a little cuter. But it's really hard not to give in to temptation because it looks like a lot of fun. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, hey, I've seen you on YouTube. Yes, you probably have. Welcome in. I do have a YouTube and I do make videos. Pokopia is so cute. So what I wanted to ask is I'm playing Minecraft and I play Minecraft pretty regularly. It's like one of my favorite things to do, along with just like the core series of Pokemon. What games are you guys playing who don't have Pokopia? What are you playing to distract yourself from not having Pokopia? You kind of look like the Firefox logo. I thought it would be cute if this got kind of like a condensed or crunched version to replace my Firefox logo with it. I keep trying to tell myself that the game isn't worth $500. Yeah, like when Wind and Waves comes out, it'll make a little more sense. What's up, everyone? Hi, Lemmy. Welcome in. Kirby, Star Allies, Sonic, Frontiers, and YouTube. I understand. The YouTube, I understand. It only hurts because a lot of the YouTubers that we watch haven't had any new videos recently, so I'm just like scunched about it. And I'm not even better. We haven't had a new video recently either. What do you mean?
Sorry, I'm scunched about it.
I am scunched about it. I like where is my slop? I'm the little pig coming to the trough and I'm mad there's no slop for me. Animal Jam player spotted. I was gonna say, I know there's a lot in the chat. I have never personally played Animal Jam. Pokemon Moon, going backwards to the mainline games because I didn't grow up with them, and quickly special interesting now that I know they exist. Wait, that's awesome.
I converted my one coworker to Heart Gold Soul Silver. I mean, you know the one.
It's happening.
It's happening.
It's happening, the Renaissance. I'm so excited. This is one of the reasons why I really want Wind Waves to be good, because I want everybody to get into Pokemon and then have a new good Pokemon game. Because I feel like whenever people ask to play Pokemon, I'm like, well, the new games are kind of okay. Like, it's not a good introduction to the series, but they're not bad. Pokemon, I need to pick Za back up again. They were asking how you were liking Za so far. To Mr. Forrest. Hello.
I'm sitting. Hang on. Let me turn around. Let me get situated on my ergonomic chair here. How not mean, but how blunt can I be about it?
I mean, I want you to be honest about it.
Well, not honest, but like, okay. I'm going to preface this by saying I think the game is fun. I'm having fun playing it.
Mm.
However, I think Nintendo dropped the ball on a few things, like those fucking parkour challenges.
I've been watching you do those and you hate them.
I do hate them. I hate the parkour challenges, and this is somebody who used to cheese and parkour a lot for Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom.
I have something to say. I have something brave to say.
Mm-hmm.
I think they should have done it but with roller skates and just done it like Jet Set Radio.
Well, so they could have done that. That could have been a way to add like some sort of fast travel, like, because there is a fast travel system. Also, I'm saying this so that way, minnows, I can preach. I can get on my soapbox. I'm not facing my laptop, so if you disagree with me, I can't see it. I'm on my soapbox.
Are you scared you'll get shy if people are disagreeing with you?
No, I just don't want to be flamed. Anyways, but I hate the parkour, and this is coming from somebody who had a lot of fun parkouring in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. And the problem, unfortunately, is that there's not enough buttons on the controller to support everything they want to do in the game. I cannot parkour, I can't do my little Rotom glide and then grab a ladder or something. Because
You're not
the game
getting
doesn't allow
flamed,
that.
they're just doing Hell Nut over and over again.
But like, if I could Rotom glide and then grab a ladder, if I could, like, if the parkour was more seamless, the parkour pisses me off because it seems like an afterthought because it is not as well polished as a lot of other things in the game, and that's why it pisses me off. If it was done better, I think I would like it because I want to like it. Because it feels like a cool, like, oh yeah, explore the city, go up and down. I like that they fleshed out the area. I like that you can go inside some buildings again, unlike in Starlight Violet. That was pissing me off.
I miss the buildings. I feel like they added a lot of charm to the game.
I think they did good by bringing some of those back, but I think they could have done more because the entire map is a city. Like, there's so many doors that I'm like, oh, I wonder if I could go into this. Even if they pulled the, hey, no, you don't have a key to this apartment or something to go up the elevator, even if you could just, like, go in and, like, you have to forcibly, like, they don't let you bring your Pokemon out in these areas, but even if you just went in and just could talk to random people, and then it's just like, oh, you can't go up the elevator without a key card, that would be fine. But having, like, all these static doors, like, I want to explore the inside of the buildings as much as I can explore the outside. So, like, I don't know. I feel like it's a push in the right direction. Like I said, I'm having fun playing it, but I still have critiques.
I also wish you could play with your Pokemon more. I think
that... like, why can't I just watch them? I want to pet them!
Yeah, I feel like, especially for the game that had Pokemon and me, I was expecting you to be able to pet your Pokemon more. They do feel a lot more lively, and, like, I think that one of the things that I've always been really sad about in the newer games is that I don't feel as attached to my team because you don't get to spend as much time with them.
My team has changed so many times. I think the only Pokemon that is the same on my team is Meganium, because I don't really feel attached to him.
You can go eat with them at a cafe. And I was gonna say, I wish you could feed them. I don't like just eating and then they just sit there. It's so sad. I'm like, why can't I feed my dog?
My fat dog.
My fat dog! I wanna feed my fat dog. Why can't I feed him? How is he gonna stay fat? He's gonna get skinny and then die. It's so awful. They should have let you ride the Go-Goats again. I forgot that was a thing.
Well, that, and if they have the models, and a big part of the game is using your Pokemon, because I found out that I don't need to burn branches. I accidentally Dragon Clawed branches, and they went away, and I'm like, okay, I like this.
That is cool. I like being able to remove obstacles with the Pokemon.
But, like, even if it's specific ones, like, even if there's some, like,
I wish you could ride them.
Calculation in the game about maybe your Pokemon has to be so big or something, but, like, I feel like it wouldn't have been, I say this as somebody who doesn't make games, but I feel like it wouldn't have been too hard to make some sort of saddle for a select amount of Pokemon. Like, I don't know.
Getting mad about it. Hold on. I'm trying to do a circle. Imagine you could pick up your smaller mons. I want that. My pocketbook dog. This is part of the reason they need to make that happen for the Wind Waves start. No, okay.
The thing is, if they fix all that shit for Wind Waves, they have my money. Like, if you can ride, again, I would be fine even if it's just select guys. Like, I understand that it would be a lot to make it so you could ride every single one. But, like, why can't I ride the fucking horse Pokemon? Why can't I ride the Go-Goat? Like...
Let's go Pikachu EVU. If you let you ride a number of Pokemon, it was very specific Pokemon, but it still let you do it. Well, and so I guess that's kind of my thing, is that, like, with the decks being smaller, I know a lot of people get mad about the decks being smaller. I actually don't care if the dex is smaller.
If it's curated.
Yes. If the Pokemon that are in it are, like, given more attention. I understand. That's just like being realistic with things. Wow, it looks bad. That's just being realistic because you need more time to focus on the Pokemon that you have. I like it that it's easier to fill the decks. Well, also, that's true too, because as much as dexing is fun for me, I feel like, okay, here's my like takeaway from doing dexes, because I've been doing live dexes for a while. Is this the Firefox logo? It's not. It's my Sona for Earth Day. However, I did think it'd be funny to replace the Firefox logo with it. So when the Pokedex is anywhere from like 1 to 250 or like 300, this is like an okay dex. I'm having a fun time. I usually finish it pretty quickly. Like, I could finish this dex in like maybe a few months, maybe 2 months, 3 months. If the dex is like anywhere from like 1 to 450, this is like a solid dex. This is a lot of fun to do. I feel not overwhelmed, but like it's a good challenge. When it gets anywhere where it's like 600 plus, then I'm just like, okay, This is a lot of Pokemon to catch. Like, I'm having fun, but also I feel like it's gonna take me so long that I keep putting it down. And anytime it gets over 700, then I'm like, okay, this is no longer fun. This feels like I'm running out of storage space. I don't know where to put them all. And also, am I supposed to do forms? Am I 600 plus stairs at Gen 5? I was having fun with Gen 5, and now I'm not sure if I'm having fun with Gen 5 anymore. I'm still gonna do it, but I'm still like, this is a lot. This is a lot of Pokemon to catch. Do you guys want to hear my idea on how to make Pokemon more interactive with the world while also bringing environmental challenges back? Yes, I do. Please, please. I really want that. I also love Pokemon, so I want to always hear about it. And the thing is, like, I think a lot of people take my criticisms as someone that's like, doesn't like Pokemon or just is gonna hate no matter what, and that's actually the opposite of true. I think that there's a lot of things that each new game. I love
Pokemon.
I do too, and I think there's things that
I want it to be better.
There's things each new game have been doing well. Like, I think that I really liked a lot of the designs from Sword and Shield, and I thought that the environments from Sword and Shield, not the wild areas, but like the actual places you could go, those were fun. For the living dex. How do you get the other legendary? I have the games. I have all the games. All the old games. I don't have anything, I don't have every game past Sword and Shield, but I have every old game. Except for the Game Boy games, because those started coming out after I was old. Or sorry, those started coming out before I was collecting them, and then when I got old enough to buy them, they were like $5 bajillion. Like, I really like Grimwood Tangle. I think it's really pretty. Off topic, but would you ever consider making cuttlefish or squid stickers? I would love to do a squid. I would draw a squid tonight. I would do that. I hope they bring back seasons someday. That's one that I thought was really cool, and I thought it was really beautiful to get to see the environments change over the seasons. But if they don't do seasons, I just want a bigger snow area. That's actually my biggest thing too, is that I feel like we haven't had like a good snow place in a while. And you know, the one that was in Scarlet Violet, it was big, but I don't know if it was good. Like, it was just kind of a hill and annoying to navigate. The shiny charm would suck so hard if you had to get all 1,000 species in one dex, especially when some mons are so rare. Some Pokemon you can only get from Pokemon Go. Like, if I'm not mistaken, Meltan and Melmetal are still only available in Pokemon Go. So I feel like that would ruin some of the enjoyment of the dex for me, even as someone that plays Pokemon Go. I feel like the snow areas tend to be big and empty. Not the Diamond Pearl Platinum one. That one is big. However, it's very full. There's a lot to it. There's a lakefront. There's the big blizzard area. I don't know. There's something very fun about that route to me because it feels like you're genuinely like exploring it. Za has DLC Meltan line. Okay, that makes me feel a little better that you can get it without the Pokemon Go edition. So here's my idea. Each Pokemon have intrinsic environmental abilities based on their body. Some Pokemon can cut extremely thick trees and branches, some can break apart rocks, make paths, some can carry you, and some can fly. You unlock these abilities as your Pokemon evolve. Your babies aren't gonna do shit, sorry! And you are able to buy saddles and other equipment to be able to make use of your Pokemon's abilities. I really like that idea. Well, and the other thing is that incorporates like dexing so that you can't just use like the same guys over and over again. You would actually have to evolve and train some specific Pokemon. I think that would be really cool. Missing Pokemon had level design. Who said that? I also miss that. And I don't think that it will be gone. My life will be yours, don't worry. You never have to worry about me drawing a sea creature. I love all sea creatures. Do you have any tips for animals to draw as a beginner furry? I started drawing a lot of mice. Mice and rabbits were my first that I really liked to draw growing up because I think that they're small, but they've been stylized a lot of different ways over the years. So you can use not just the references of the real life animals, but you can also use the other ways that those animals have been stylized. Do you know how much I would fuck with a saddle? I want to ride my horse, please! I think it's funny, Forrest heard that and immediately replied in all caps. He knows what he's about. So how is everyone today? Ooh. Just finished having breakfast for dinner. How is everyone? Pretty good, thank you. So you can have a little back and forth where you either get a Pokemon to help you with the environment, or you use rental Pokemon, but maybe those rental Pokemon would cost money or would need to be unlocked via challenges. Yeah. So why in the world is that locked? Why is in the world is that locked in DLC? Okay, so you don't have to play the free Pokemon Go app, but you do have to give us $30 more. Also, by the way, sorry I'm using voice text in my car. It's okay. I really don't like DLC. That's the other thing I really would love to see retired from the Pokemon franchise in general, and I feel like that's just talking to a brick wall, unfortunately. I feel like every game wants to have DLC now, and it's like, I really don't want to pay. I just would like the whole game. What if I just could buy the game at once? That would be awesome. I don't want to do that. Mudsdale. You would like Mudsdale. You and Ash both like Mudsdale. Hold on. Where's my colors? There's my colors. I also wish I could ride my fave Pokemon, but it's Toxapex. I feel like that would be a really painful ride. I feel like you would ride your favorite Pokemon and it would be ouchies. I don't like DLC, but I prefer it over third versions, to be honest. I understand that. I understand that. If Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon was DLC, I would have played it more than I did at first. I also understand that. Hey Critter, I got CSP since it's on a really good sale right now, and I was trying to make your brush. Follow the instructions in your FAQ, but I'm having trouble with the edge hardness. Are there any other settings I should keep in mind, or just try to keep fiddling with it? Oh, I don't know how to answer that question. I will get back to you on that. I don't know, though. But I'm sorry. I hope that I can get back to you on that. Oh god, you're so orange. Hold on, there we go. I think if they do DLC, they should make it really interesting and cool. Like, I honestly like the Za DLC for the most part. So my ideal would be no DLC and no third versions. They can keep the dual versions, because, oh yeah, I like the dual versions. I think people overestimate the greed of trade EVOs versus version exclusives when it's so easy to grab them nowadays. But I think both third versions and DLCs are scummy. Yeah. Also, what are the plans for the shop? Okay, I'm so glad you asked. I'm very excited. So, for the first big thing, then this is what we're working on right now. There's gonna be a new critter sticker that's for Earth Day, and it's gonna be sparkly and hollow and very cute. I'm excited. Then we also have a new sticker pack coming out. There's gonna be another Ocean Buddy sticker pack. So if you liked the first Ocean Buddy sticker pack, now there's more of them. And then finally, I'm going to be working on a new print of Critter for the 2-year anniversary of the print club. Does your shop also ship overseas? It does. Although, unfortunately, it takes a little longer, and I always feel really bad because sometimes people are like not knowing where their stuff is, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, it's snail mail, it's gonna take a little bit of time. That's always the disclaimer I give, but it's free everywhere. It's like free shipping everywhere. Meowdy everyone. Critter, you mentioned wanting to know about the circle ruler yesterday. Go to the icon toolbar that looks like the triangular ruler, and select the figure ruler and select the option under figure, and that's the circle. Also, today's question: what color do you think would taste the yummiest ever? Like, if you had a physical version of said color, you would shred it without hesitation. Oh, lime green and orange. Easy. Easy. Also, I'm looking for what you're saying. Wait, I see it. Hold on. Okay. Wait. Is there a way to, like... Well, so I'm doing this, I did this on purpose, sorry. I understand. No, sorry, I did the curve one, I didn't mean to do that. I did the curve one on purpose because I want to use the curve one for the tail. Listening, learning. This is new to me. Okay. I'm excited. The Ocean Buddies are cool. I really love the Ocean Buddy stickers. Oh, okay, wait. Hold on. No. Undo. I forgot this, how you make it. Okay. Sorry, I've never used this before. It's kind of cool to use, though. I probably need more points. Yes. Okay. This will move the vertices around. And then... Oh, except this one. Okay. I just have to make like 5 billion. I guess I could just make points for each point on Critter's striped tail, and that may help. This is so cool. I've never done this before. Okay, so then do I just like draw? Okay. And then is there a way to like delete the ruler? Hold on. Oh, okay, cool. I can delete it now. Awesome. I learned something. That's actually so cool. I've never done that before. That'll make things a lot easier. With the 5.0 update on CSP, you can use the line correction tool that basically converts your line if you hold it down and you're able to edit it. That is really cool.
Do you have 5.0?
No, but Lemmy was looking at it and saying that she might get it, so if she's getting it, we'll probably end up getting it too. There's been a ruler till the whole time? I didn't know. I knew there was a ruler because I think we used it for symmetry at one point for Critter's model. But I've just never used it like that. Thank you to, I think it was Alpine Street that said that. I was kind of scared, I'm not gonna lie. I hate doing new things on stream because I'm always scared that I'm gonna like mess it up, but I also have to be brave. Do you have any tips for doing daily drawing exercise? One of the most important things that I found for drawing every day is you have to find something that's fun to draw, and you also have to have a time to draw. So if you have a set time, it's a little easier to... Sorry, I have hiccups. If you hit... Oh, that hurt. I was talking too fast. If you have a set time to draw, it makes it easier to do so, because then you can have that blocked out and make sure that nothing else interrupts it. And if anything tries, then you can be like, sorry, I'm busy, I'm drawing right now. Also, I want to update to 5.0, but I don't know how. I do not want to do a monthly plan thing. Is there a monthly plan thing? I thought it was, is there not a one-time purchase? Also, thank you for the hydrate. Critter learning new toy. I do really love playing in CSP. I love toys. There's a monthly purchase and a perpetual license. Okay, cool. So you can just do like a perpetual license. There's a one-time purchase, that's what I did. Oh, it's on PC, so it depends, Deep Sea Miles, if you're talking about on PC or if you're talking about on the iPad. I draw on PC, though. Gug. What is that? Oh, this is the Dex. Okay, what are you? Whiskers. Hi, Critter. This is now off-topic. Personally, I want Pokemon region based on Canada, specifically Ontario or Quebec. I also think that we will get even more ice Pokemon than ever before since Canada is a cold country, and seasons will be back because Canada has the 4 seasons. I was just looking at ice Pokemon the other day, and there's actually not that many of them. I'm always really surprised when I look at a type and I'm like, oh, there's actually like not that many guys. I had no clue. All I know is that CSP has like subscription stuff. No. It's not only subscription. And also apparently 5.0 is on sale for $30 right now. So what type of toys do you like? If you mean like in art programs, I really just like learning new things that I can use for my art. I think one of the things that I struggle the most with is how to fill background space, especially on things that aren't like stuff with scenery. I don't know, I grew up with a lot of like shoujo manga and like shoujo style illustrations, and I really love the kind of decora background that is in a lot of them, and I would love to learn how to do that for my own illustrations. So I think one of the things I want to study this year is how to fill a piece more so than just with like characters. Pro is $30 for 5.0. I'm not sure about X. X is $190. I see. I like to add sparkles and patterns. And have you done 3D art before? I don't know if you mean models or clay. I love clay. I've done a lot of clay stuff before, and I want to do more of it. It just takes up space, unfortunately. But if you mean 3D models, I know that's what we went to school for, but I don't remember any of it, admittedly. I was just looking at someone doing Blender today, and I was like, wow, I have no idea how you're doing this. It's actually making me feel like I'm gonna throw up a little bit. But it looked really good. I don't think region place increases number of ice types. They made an England region with 11 ice types, and 2 are Glacier and Calyrex Glacier version. I was
really surprised about that.
Yeah, they also had it, like, there was, like, no water types in that region, too. There's just been not really good water types introduced the last few games. I'm trying to think of, like, a water type that I liked, and there's not many. I'm definitely, like, a Gen 1, 2, 3 water type enjoyer. And 4. There's good water types in Gen 4. Actually, quite a few. Dondozo? I thought Dondozo was cute. Not Dondozo, not cute. What's the word? I thought it looked cool. I thought it was a fun concept. I also liked the little sushi guy. I don't know how I felt about... The only thing is I hadn't used him, so I don't know if he's good. The Poplio line... Oh, I do like the Poplio line. Those are included. But the problem is if you don't start with Poplio as a starter, what water type do you use in that game? He's literally awesome. No, he is. I also do like the fish Pokemon. I feel like they don't get a lot of love. Because nobody wants fish, they all want animals. But, like, what if fish are animals and also cool, too? Have we considered this?
You say that like I'm not trying to catch a Gyarados for my decks, or, like, to use in Zaw.
No, I know you do. That's why I love you. That's why I fuck with you. Absolutely wonderful selection in Unova. I'm trying to think of the Unovan water Pokemon now that you mentioned that. Is one of the Tauros regionals a water type? It is, but also, like, I kind of don't care, I'm sorry. I don't really care about Tauros. I mean, Unova bug types, not water. I understand. Unova bug types are awesome. I think that Unova and Johto and Alola have some of my favorite bug types. I keep forgetting that Raichu isn't a water type. Do you mean like the Alolan one? Because regular Raichu is definitely not a water type. You don't need to consider the Unovan water types because you should already have Oshawott. I do really like Oshawott. I know some of our other guys like to start with Snivy, or there's a few that like Tepig. But the problem is, again, if you start with any of the other two, then it's like, well, what water type do you use? I really want more water types. I want, I think it would be fun. I know we got Palafin, but I didn't really like Palafin all that much. I thought it was fine. It's just not for me. Jellicent is fun in Unova. I don't think we've ever used that before. Like, I don't think we've ever used Jellicent or Foolish. I love the story behind why Oshawott turns into a sea lion. I don't think I know that, actually. Also... Hold on, I'm getting Critter's little butterfly back patch. Donkey Kong Country music. I thought I recognized this. I'm surprised we don't have a sea bunny Pokemon to my knowledge. We don't. We have Pinchurchin, but that's an urchin Pokemon. And then we have Pyukamuku, but I think that's...
I like Pyukamuku.
I also like Pyukamuku. I'm trying to think about what Pyukamuku is. I think Pyukamuku is just a regular sea cucumber.
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
I just found your art the other day. Your art is so good and I really like watching your streams. Thank you and welcome in, Ace Silver. For Gen 7, you could use Marini, Dewpider, Araquanid, Wimpod, Glishpod, or Bruxius. I don't think I've used any of those, but I would use Marini. I think Marini is cute. I love Gastrodon. Gastrodon is... But I don't think Gastrodon's a sea bunny, that's a Nudibranch. Bless you. Nudibranch, and like, I think technically sea bunnies are a type of Nudibranch, but sea bunny is like a very specific type of Nudibranch. Also, everyone's saying bless you. We need a Nudibranch Pokemon badly. Well, so that's what Shellos and Gastrodon are. They are definitely based off of like more traditional Nudibranch. I'm never gonna complain about more though. I want to see Bunny specifically one. I also do really like Marini. I love that we got Evil Sea Anemone. There's so many sea things that should be Pokemon. That's what I mean when I say I'm always surprised about, like, I think water is the biggest type in the dex, and yet I always feel like I'm looking for a water type to use and going, I don't like the food we have at home. Basically what the designer was thinking of is what to turn Oshawa into. Then he went to a zoo or aquarium. It was looking at otters until he heard a massive crash from behind him, to which he saw a sea lion jumping out of the water. Oh, that's really cool. We need more Nudibranch. Petition to put Uni in Weewah when it comes out. I feel like they slowed down on water type because the previous region's decks were like 20% water. I know, that's why I liked them. I'm part of the problem. I'm like, no, more. The world is mostly ocean, so it makes sense. But you're also right, from a game balancing point of view, what they're doing makes sense. I'm evil and I want more creatures. Corsola and Marini are my water type goats. I really like Corsola. I think Corsola is cute. I know it's not like good, but like neither is Love Disc, and I also like Love Disc. I hope we get 1,000 bugs in Weewah. My reasoning, bugs is wins. This is true. We're going to jungles. There should be bugs. There will be bugs there. I'm not even saying there should be, there will. I'm seeing it. Actually, wait, I do like a lot of water guys now that I think about it, but I feel they just never fit my teams that easily. Well, because like the regions that have a lot of water types, I usually have the water type starter, or I already have a water type that I like to use. And then the games that don't have a lot of water types, and I don't like the water type starter, I'm like, I have no water now. I'm starving, I'm dying. Narwhal Pokemon, they actually have that, if I'm not mistaken. I think Cetitan is technically a Narwhal Pokemon, although it's an ice type. They are also doing smaller number new Pokemon numbers, so they're sprinkling older waters instead. This is true, this is true. I'm really excited to see if we get, I mean, we have Reeves in Weewah too, so I would be surprised if they don't have new water types. And that's what I mean about the bugs. Like, I'm sure we'll get new bugs because it's taking place in a jungle. Like, it just would be silly not to. Also, thank you for the hydrate. Which Weewah starter do you like the most? I actually like all of them. I think they're all really cute. I think that Brout is funny. I do really like the dog. I just think that it's sweet looking. And I know that my boyfriend probably also likes the dog. Unless I'm mistaken, do you have a favorite?
No, I like the dog.
I knew you would like the dog, so I think probably the dog. Also, people calling Gen 10 Weewah brings me joy. It's so silly! Do you think we'll finally get the next evolution in Weewah? I don't know. Here's the thing, I don't know, because I don't know if they'd want to do that.
I was gonna say, my personal opinion is I don't think we're getting any more.
I don't think they should, unless they want to do a ghost one, but like, I don't know, I feel like that, we kind of, I guess that could complete the Espeon Umbreon duo, but we don't need it. We don't need to have it, but like it could exist. I actually realized I could just do like this, and that would be so much easier. Some people are saying Dragon type. I don't know if we would have a Dragon Eevee. I'm tired of those goddamn things. I like Eevee, I really do. I just don't know if we need any more. I think it's okay. They can rest now. It's just like Pikachu. I love Pikachu, and I even like the Pikachu clones, but Pikachu doesn't need any more forms. Neither does Charizard. No more. They're greedy. Stop eating. Like, no more Eevee, no more Pikachu, no more Charizard. And I love all of those guys. I don't think Game Freak's going to make any more evolutions. I think Game Freak is afraid of accidentally copying hundreds of fan-made things. That's also part of it, and I think that's part of the reason that they didn't make a flying type evolution is because they made one, but then a fan-made one was basically identical to it, and they're like, oh, we can't do this. I wonder what the Pikachu clone is gonna look like. I don't wonder. I think the Pikachu clone is either gonna be a chinchilla, or it's going to be. I just think it's gonna be. Well, we've had a few fat and round ones. Maybe it won't be fat and round. Maybe it'll be like a guinea pig. I guess a guinea pig's fat and round. Although a bug evolution would be really cool. Actually, I won't lie. Would a ghost type Eevee just be putting them down old Geller style? No!
That's probably why they want to do a ghost type one.
Yeah, because it means it would be dead.
Exactly, like it's a very...
Well, they did it with Zorua, but Zorua was ghost type because it died as a baby, so I think that's what's different about it. I think Zorua, Hisui and Zora is like the closest we'll get to a ghost type Eevee. Pika Piggy, I think that a guinea pig Pikachu would be really funny. I also feel like Forrest would like it. I could be wrong.
I probably would, as long as its stats aren't shit.
Yeah. Well, I hate to say this, but I don't know a Pikachu clone that hasn't had bad stats.
As long as it's not as bad as Plusle and Minun stats, I think I would be okay.
Yippee! Hanban looks suspicious like Palmy to me. I mean, I think it's cute. I like it. It does kind of look like Palmy, I won't lie. But, like, I don't know, I like it. I also like Palmy. Oh, wait, I said we got Palmy and Palmot, but thinking about it, or that we would get, like, a chinchilla, but I think that that's what Palmy and Palmot are. So maybe it won't be a chinchilla, it probably will be a guinea pig.
Plusle and Minun aren't bad Pokemon. Their stats are just bad.
This is true.
And I don't like using squishy Pokemons.
He doesn't. All of his team are fat. They can't even keep up with him while he runs because they're so fat. He runs around and all his Pokemon are like 5 feet behind him, struggling. He only has the big guys. Critter Palmot is a marmot? A marmot? What's that? They keep making new things! What is this? This kind of just looks like a groundhog. I do like him, though.
That just looks like a groundhog.
It does just look like a groundhog. He's kind of beautiful and serene.
I have like 5 of those in the backyard right now.
He's kind of so serene with it. I like it. I didn't know you. I learn new animals every day. New mammal just dropped! Do you believe in Pomni X Ragatha? I think that girls should kiss forever. Please get to know Marmot, Hyrax. I know Hyrax and Binturong. I already know both of those. But I didn't know Marmot. I did not know what this was. Cunty Groundhog. It's kind of funny seeing these guys have like almost 0 Spain range. They're stretching so hard making a Pika clone this generation. Well, aren't there mammals that, or not mammals, aren't there rodents that live in Spain? Why didn't they do one of those? There's gotta be, I don't think there's a single continent that doesn't have rodents. I could be wrong, the Dodent. Probably repeats of older rodents, that's true. We already had a hamster, but I want another one. My greed. You can only make so many variants on rat. Also, have you ever seen the Dharmaland mole rat? Maybe? There's so many bunnies already. Actually, bunnies aren't rodents, they're lapines. But no, you're right, there can only be so many bunnies. I gotta do the tail. Minccino is the chinchilla, that's right. That's true. Yeah, we did get Minccino. Although it wasn't a Pika clone because it wasn't an electric type, but I do love my beasts. They're logomorphs, yes. I would like a Jerboa. I would love a Jerboa. I love Jerboas. They scare Forrest though, but I would still like one. Sorry, Forrest. Wait, I did the wrong tail green. It's this tail. One other hamster says the long-tailed hamster. I do kind of look like Hamtaro, don't I? I have to draw a critter as a Hamtaro character. Emolga is objectively the best Pikachu ripoff. I love you, but I don't agree. Does Antarctica have rodents? Technically, I don't... No, it probably does. I don't know any. There's not a whole lot of animals in Antarctica, but it would be hard for an ecosystem to exist without at least some... scavengers. It does? Okay. Pachirisu, though? I do love Pachirisu. I love Pachirisu. And I was gonna say, Pachirisu is probably my favorite Pika clone. I actually don't think there's an end to the sentence. I just think that that's my favorite one. I know you like Togedemaru. I actually think that that's really fitting. I don't know. He's funny. My ball. Having trouble painting my fat chud son right now. Wish me luck. Who's your chud son? Oh, they have lemmings. The Arctic has lemmings. Okay, so you could do lemmings for the Arctic region. Oh, those are Arctic, not Antarctic. I see. Wondering what new evolutions we're going to get for old Pokemon. Do they do that every region? I didn't know if that was like in every region they did that, or if it was just some of them they did that. I love my ball. I want to kick my Togedemaru around. He'd probably enjoy it. It's fine. He's made of steel. I'm getting too excited thinking about Pika clones in Gen 10. I want it to be fat. Whatever it is, I want it to be a new fat rodent so I can add it to my collection. It's enrichment for Togedemaru, it's okay. To be honest, Critter could probably make a better Pokemon game than Game Freak. I don't think I could do it all alone. Games take a lot of people, and I think that Game Freak has a lot of love for Pokemon. They're probably just tired. They've been making the same game franchise for so long. And I really appreciate the comment, or the compliment, because I do love Pokemon. But I also think that there's so many people. I bet like the fans could come together to make a pretty fun project. It would just be difficult to tell people when ideas wouldn't fit the theme, and that's part of the reason why having specific game companies do it probably ends in the most cohesive projects. 30 years, yeah. Damn. That is a long time. I heard crunching. He's using a hole puncher. I promise Faris is not crunching paper. He's okay. Well, he is, but he's not doing it, like, randomly for no reason. Critter and Minogame collab. All of us try to code a Pokemon game. That would be kind of funny. Alright, so... the highlights would actually go here. Making an indie monster catcher does seem really appealing, though. It could be fun. I feel like there's a few... I don't know. Games are something that I think is cool, but I don't know if I'd ever get into. I would definitely help do the art for a game, I think. But I don't know about the programming side of things. That's not really the type of thing that I'm interested in. Paper crunching enrichment. I like seeing cats bite into cardboard, and I wish I could do that too. I wish that my teeth were sharp enough to puncture cardboard, because it seems like a lot of fun when they do it. The Pokemon franchise is old enough to have a quarter-life crisis. So by YouTube chat, I'm hopping to Twitch. No worries, Chimera. Come join the Minnow Pond. Not sure what my favorite Pika clone... Togedemaru is up high. Probably him. I call my cat a stapler when he bites cardboard. Perfect puncture marks. Actually going to college for comp sci, specifically in the game design area. That's really cool. Harbor. No, leave their shelf alone. That's mean. Usually you go after mine. Stop that. You killed Mew. Mean to Mew. Oh wait, I got the wrong color. Also, thank you for the tape break. Call me weird, but I adore Pawmot. Oh, I don't think you're weird. I like Pawmot too. I think the colors are really cute. Harbor, no fix your heart. I just think he's hungry. He gets like cranky before dinner time, which is funny. There we go. That's more like lighting now. Also, they have tiny budgets for Pokemon. That's the only thing that doesn't really make sense to me, because I feel like Pokemon... I know that technically what makes Pokemon their money is the merch, but at the same time, it seems kind of silly because merch for Pokemon can't really exist if people don't get attached to the regions through the games or through the anime. So if they don't take time to design the regions for the games and for the anime, then they don't really have the ability to make the money. That's just my humble onion, though. Literally the highest grossing franchises of all time, not the place to skimp and save. That's what I'm thinking. Also, thank you for the save. Actually, on the topic of Pokemon games, I've been playing Pokemon Sleep again. It's actually really been helping me, like, get to sleep, because even some nights where I don't feel like it, or I want to do something else instead, I really want to... Your humble onion, I think it's funny. It's a fun way of saying my opinion. Even nights where I don't really want to go to bed because there's other stuff I want to be doing, it helps me get to sleep. And the nice thing is, because it incentivizes you to catch a lot of guys, we can switch our team out depending on who wants to play, or I guess who's, like, playing. I'm actually excited because I forgot. I just remembered that I can set my team after stream because I didn't do that yet. How does it work? Pokemon Sleep? Pokemon Sleep is like this thing, it's like basically a game to help you track your sleep, but it incentivizes you to go to bed at consistent times, and also it has little reminders to eat meals throughout the day. Or I guess, like, not reminders, but, like, there's, like, a game part. Also, what's your team? Well, so I change my Pokemon depending on what we're trying to do. Right now we're doing salads, so I would have to look at what Pokemon would help make salads that I like. I think the guy before me had Absol, Sneasel, there's other ones, but I'm blanking on it. It reminds you to eat. I don't think it reminds you, like, it doesn't send a reminder, but it does incentivize you because there's, like, rewards to feed your Pokemon and eat in game. And there's, like, time brackets that you do that too. So, like, technically it does. I need to check out Pokemon Sleep. I keep passing out at 4 a.m. and waking up at 2 p.m. Yeah, it'll let you do that, but it'll reward you if you have more regular sleep. I like Palmot, but I think they should have just been a single stage. I feel that way too. I kind of think Palmot could have just been a one-stage evolution. It would have been just as cute to me. But I was gonna say, I think that Pokemon Sleep is really helpful. It helps... Like, I like the gamification of self-care. I think that I tend to, like, forget it. I don't know, I just get too excited doing other things and then forget that I also have, like, a body and need to rest. I just noticed the ferret in the top corner. Oh, I guess I forgot to move it for today's stream. I apologize that I didn't make the hide-and-seek game fun. How can you draw on a white screen without hurting your eyes? I guess I just have always done this. I kind of like to do it because it helps me see the illustration a little more brightly, and so I know how it will print. And also my room is bright. Also, I don't want seasonal depression, so I have a lot of stuff turned to, like, bright or blue. Ooh, I don't like that. Hold on, how is it done on this one? The song Almost No One Hears? Wait, why? What's it from? Oh, it doesn't have... Okay, wait, so this is 54? Wi-Fi Plaza, Pokemon Heart Gold, Soul Silver. I don't think I've ever heard that before, you're right. Being around light lessens seasonal depression? Yeah, think about it. The reason that you get seasonal depression is because you're not getting enough sunlight. Now, of course, artificial light isn't the same thing. However, one thing that I've found is that by setting all my stuff to light mode over the winter, I didn't have seasonal depression this year. Like... And I've been doing that for a few years now, but, like, for the last few that I've been doing it, I haven't been having trouble with it. I think I was in the Wi-Fi Plaza once before it shut down. My wall? Awesome. I love... Are you gonna do it for Lemmy Dex? Lemmy drew a Togedemaru. It's so cute. I love its little nose. Bright lights hurt my eyes so badly, honestly. I mean, that's fair. Although I will say that that's one of the ways you get used to it is by having things on light mode and then turning your screen brightness down a little bit. And also, over time, you adjust to it. I do love your bowl, Lemmy. I think it's cute. Okay, red. I'm surprised. I'm supposed to do Arkin and Sandshrew first. I just really wanted to draw Togedemaru because I love her. I understand. I also really like Arkin, so I'm excited. Sorry, I'm setting up. I lied about leaving. It's okay. Wi-Fi Plaza, I remember it. I never got to play Wi-Fi Plaza. I wasn't... Okay, this is going to be like a really specific memory, and you can make fun a little bit. When I was a kid, my mom thought that Pokemon would give our Wi-Fi viruses and infect all of the computers in the house. So I wasn't allowed to connect to the internet with any of my games because she said that it was evil spyware. I don't know why or where she got the idea, but I was basically never allowed to use the internet connection stuff in Pokemon because she was convinced that it was spyware. She was like, you have to keep it on your DS, but you cannot connect it to the Wi-Fi. I was like, okay. She confused them for Digimon, but that wasn't even real. That was fictional in Digimon. Average mom moment, yeah. I mean, to be fair, like, she also thinks a lot of things are demonic, so... Are you sure she believed that, or did she just not want to? Oh, I knew how. I knew how to do it. She just didn't let me. I actually learned how to do a lot of tech stuff by myself because no one really helped me when I was growing up. Which is why I was going to say I appreciate when people show me how to do things in Clip Studio, because otherwise I just learned them myself by kind of like stumbling around. Something happens and your Nintendo gets blamed for it. Oh, that also happened. Like, if there was ever any Wi-Fi lag or any problems with the house, it was just like, oh, it's clearly something you're doing on the computer, and I was just sitting there like, I'm on Google Images. I don't know what you think I'm doing. Thyself is interesting? Do you mean the word or me specifically? Alright.
Your son got food on his head.
Who?
Pluto.
He did?
Yeah.
Why is he my son? Isn't he ours?
Only when he's not nasty.
What does that mean? You abandon your baby when he's not cute?
No. I just emphasize that you picked him out.
That's so mean. Technically, didn't I pick all of them?
I mean, yes and no.
Because Harbor we got together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Harbor's our son, Pluto's your son. And
You're
Buggy's
abandoning
my son.
him. Buggy's your son, but I was the one that stopped the car.
Yeah, but I could have vetoed that.
Okay, I see how it is. Farce, my husband does the same thing. This is just a husband trait. You're a deadbeat dad. You're leaving your kids. I have a question for Forrest. I was told the other day that my question for Forrest... Wait.
Told question mark?
Told that my question for Forrest I would like to ask. Go ahead. I thought this was a word I didn't know. I didn't know what a marmot was, so I might not know things. You two are so cute, thank you. Thank you, I found him myself. Also, hold on. I'm only going to hide Togedemaru so that I know what layers I have on this canvas. That's just a random nothing layer. And that is the sketch layer, okay. Grow him in your own backyard. This is true. True, fact-checked by patriotic Four-Leaf Islanders. How many cat pets do you have? We have tree of them. My question is if the critter alters have different posture. Oh wait, that's right. Where did you go?
What?
Come back. Theo had a question for you.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Oh, okay, I didn't know you were still here. Did you hear the question?
Slightly. It's not as, like... It's not as pronounced as other differences, but yes.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Like, you guys carry yourself slightly differently.
I didn't know that.
But I couldn't tell, like, who it is based on just that. I would need other context clues.
That makes sense. Other Father Forest, like from Coraline? I love my nothing layer, my nothing. Why is his name Forest? Tree cats. This is true. Although we didn't find any of them in a tree. So excited to see all the other things on the to-do list. No, me too. I actually, because technically the lines on this are done, I might leave the cleanup and finishing for later so that I can work on the sketch for the print. Because I really want to do that. I really want to draw more critter. Like how the new CSP logo, I want more color in other apps now. I just get sad when everything is all gray.
Okay.
Road boy. Like a summer print, I'm so excited. I am too. It's for my plans. I need animals, I need them for my plans. If I think it's funny when your partner points out differences in alters. We don't know about our differences until my girlfriend tells me. Like, sometimes I can't even tell. And if I mean until she says, hey, what are the veggies for? My plans. I miss Irish American Chan from Tumblr. She was the only person that understood me. Animals, I need them for my plans. I miss her so much. Irish American Chan was the only Tumblr blogger. There was no one else. There's no one else on the website, actually. They're all gone. They killed her for what she knows. I still don't know why the blog got nuked. I have no idea. Keep your secrets then. Don't worry, it won't be secrets forever. My stomach is speaking to you. What was that sound? Sorry, there are people that ride on bikes around here. If you want my woke hot take, it's because a lot of hot trans women followed the blog and she died in the crossfire. Also, the blog that got nuked was Irish American Chan. She's literally just a blog that had a Yatsuba icon and talked about going and playing outside. That's it. That was the whole blog's theme. And she got nuked and we don't know why. Although I think that your theory is probably right, Chimera. Okay. So, the only thing I have to decide is whether or not I want to do a top-down. I feel like a top-down could be kind of cute. Now you all get to see my evil, messy sketching. I'm sorry, everyone. Forgive me for my crimes. Thank you for the hydrate.
Do you know where the buggy bag is?
Yeah, I could have swore I just saw it either in here underneath the Puchipachi or in the living room.
Okay. Just don't want to forget this tomorrow. Round envelopes.
Stuff like that is why I reserve my Tumblr posts for friends' DMs. Well, and I don't even think that she posted anything wrong. It was literally just that she got really popular and people like flag popular blogs, unfortunately. By the way, Critter, do you know when those stickers will be up on your shop? Yes, they'll be up in April. April 1st. Although it's not an April Fool's joke. April 1st will be when all of the new stuff drops. And I'm gonna have a sale. Or no, sorry, not a sale. Not that. A charity thing where a certain amount of the proceeds will go to Point of Pride. So like, instead of a sale, it'll be like a percentage of whatever we make from one point in the month to another point in the month will go to Point of Pride to help like fundraise. That's what I meant. I didn't want to accidentally have a banger and then get got. I understand now. My mistake, Harpy. I think I'm gonna move the boat back just a bit so that I can fit more of the water in the piece. But I also don't want Critter to be too small. Drawing head last will never hurt you. Good proportions always happen when head after body and never bad. I mean, actually that is kind of true. I found that if you focus on the body first, while the head is a good, like, staple, if you start working on that, then the other things can fall kind of to the background, or like you'll forget to have dynamic posing. Or you can forget to have dynamic posing. It is scary, but it works, I promise. Try with chibis first. That's what I did and how I learned. Also, hi, am I late? A little, but that's okay. There's no sign-in time for watching stream. I uninstalled all social media from my phone and it's been a blessing, honestly. Just YouTube and friends for me. What if I kind of want to do that. I use Tumblr to look at pictures, but even then, it's only really fun on desktop where I can just filter out everything that's a text post. I don't want to see text posts, I only want to see images. I basically just use desktop Tumblr like it's Pinterest. Also, gotta take the stream hall pass to be late. Okay, wait, so if the water is here... I don't want this part of the boat visible because I feel like that's just kind of an uninteresting part of it. And more water would be kind of nice for the layout of the piece. I want to leave so much Schmed, but my friends, my attempts at a job, I understand. I use it for work. Like, that's something I don't think I can... Like, I can't get rid of social media. But for, like, actual usage of it, I don't know. I don't really know if I use it much, and most of the time it just makes me sad. And then I can draw... Wait, because then I can draw the minnows! Okay, awesome. So beautiful. So body before head or head before body? Body before head, typically, is how I would recommend doing things. But, you know, you'll see me not do it, too, so don't take that as, like, word of law, your art will be bad forever otherwise. All my files are my tablet, so I basically have like a work tablet. I understand. So hi Critter in chat, I hope everyone's having a nice day. I am. Do you think this would be better as a piece that's like top down so you can see the water, or would it be nicer to be able to see the sky and the clouds behind it, do you think? To Forest. Gone. My question. It's okay, he'll be back. I can do the little canvas top of the boat here though, because this is just going to be the corner. There would be a little deck that you can walk around, because I think that's called port side, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember my boat terms. Honey, I'm sorry I'm in the rat's room, it's okay. It's okay. Asking a question and then turning around and seeing your blinking dotting outline where your husband was just a second ago, literally missing Forest. It's like, who's that Pokemon, but it's just fill in the blank Tanuki image. Where did he go? Gone. Top down, if I'm allowed to say, I like the way that you plus draw water. Okay, and you're absolutely allowed to say, because this is a print club piece at the end of the day. You know, my other thought is, if I do top down, I could always have the clouds reflected in the water here, because this is a little further out, so the water surface would be kind of like going away from the viewer, and that would work to create some dimension to the piece. This is the other thing I should really do, is I should do like the grid. It's storming outside, no wonder I'm Sleepy World. It was really cold. I was actually, I didn't know what day it was when I woke up. I'm gonna be honest. I think somebody else took a nap earlier this afternoon, and when I woke up, I was like, hello? I thought it was morning time. But then Forrest is like, no, it's like 5 o'clock, it's time to stream. I'm like, oh, okay, awesome. But I like streams, so I'm okay with that. Wow, this is ugly. I'm not doing this. Quick question, but as someone who just got the first tablet, do you have any tips from switching traditional to digital art? It's gonna feel different, so don't be mean to yourself, but I will say, trying to do pieces the way that you do traditional art, at least your like, your rhythm of how you do pieces, or like the way that you draw, can help you, because while there are tools that can make digital art easier, it is still art at the end of the day. My other thing is, maybe try doing like drawings before you try to do full polished illustrations digitally. So do like a lot of sketches, and maybe if you're feeling brave, you can do like line work if you do lines with your style. But genuinely, don't be mean to yourself. It's okay to not know. There's It will take some time. A lot of my early digital illustrations were definitely pretty rough because I was just learning myself. I'm learning how to drive. Wait, that's so cool. Congratulations. It was terrifying at first, but now I yearn for the roads. So, OMG, hi, I didn't think you'd still be streaming. Oh yeah, it's pretty early. It's only like 7 o'clock. You got in here only an hour into stream. Doodling around and testing tools is super helpful for learning any new medium. Very true. And also find a character that you have fun drawing, so even if it looks kind of silly, then you won't feel dejected or like or bummed out. Maybe not even a character. Some people don't like characters, but if you have like a subject you really enjoy, it makes it a lot easier to try something that's hard. For me personally, I draw our characters or like my persona whenever I try something new, because it makes it so that I can like, you know, I can have fun, and at the end of the day, it's just another critter piece. The pulled minnows are so cute. Thank you. Those are based off of those little carp flags that they have in Japan, but I wanted to do minnow ones so that they're thematic. As someone who went from trad to trad to digital, I'd recommend watching time-lapse of an art style you want to achieve. This is very true. It's like an iPad type of tablet. Those paper like screen protectors helped me when I arted. The glass texture always threw me off. I really don't like the glass texture of the iPad. That's actually something that drives me crazy every time I try to draw on it. And I'm like, how does anyone do this? Or draw with their finger? That's the other thing that I don't understand how people can do. The other thing that's going to be hard to fit in this piece is critters' tails. Your tails are humongous. So it is a potted plant, so it would probably be like here. Digital feels so smooth, it's kind of unnerving. That's one of the reasons why you gotta get rough with it. Also, brushes are huge. Because if it's smooth, because you're using like a round like milli pen, having a different kind of brush texture can make it so that it feels a little more like traditional. Honestly, taking my traditional art and tracing over digital helped a lot to get used to things. Oh, I did that too. Like I would sketch on paper and then I would do the line art digitally. That's a really helpful way to do things. Wow, orange trees are really just like a one little thin, tiny, funny trunk. Hold on, I'm just gonna block in the leaves like this because I think it'll be easier. Literally, because I was art blocked lately, I made a cool brush. That's a very good way to get an art blocked. Also, it's kind of like, there's like a clump here, there's a clump here, and then it's kind of got like a funny shape to it. What if I like made it like this? I'll have to go back in and sketch the leaves individually. However, I think that's pretty good for now. And there's going to be a shadow because it is going to be sunny in this piece. Ever since I stopped over-perfecting my lines and began to enjoy art, that's honestly, I love the sketch part of things. And sometimes when I have to finish pieces, I just look at the line art, I'm like, okay, but what if I didn't do this? What if I just painted over it or just cleaned up the sketch? Because a lot of times the sketch has a lot more character than everything else. Although I will say that with the sticker, this looks pretty good. This like kept a lot of the character of the sketch that I liked. I've decided to make a comic diary, mostly as a way to practice comics. That's a really great way to do it. Figured out animation in Clip Studio Paint. Now I have to figure out how in Big Beautiful Earth to use the comic bit. If it makes you feel any better, we don't use the comic bit for Clip Studio. We just draw stuff by hand. Like speech bubbles, the panels, all of it's drawn by hand. You can use the comic tools for Clip Studio Paint, and someday it would be nice to learn them, but it's not like super important. I got so many things for journaling today because I have a lot of therapy homework this week. Going to set it up and do fire red, leaf green soft resets. Wait, who are you hunting for? Which starter? Or if it's not a starter, is it for something in the game? Are you redoing this drawing? I'm not actually redoing it. I'm doing this as the print for this month's print club, But I just so happened to use the same top-down angle because I was either between this or like one where you're looking up from the ocean into the boat. But then I was like, but then you won't be able to see the color of the deck, and I feel like the color of the deck would look really warm and it would contrast the ocean colors really well, and then you wouldn't be able to see the tree very well. So it's like just sort of a, you know, in Pokemon when they do those illustrations of like the routes or the locations to help build the environment and like how the region would feel. Picture that, except I'm doing that for the Critterverse. I'm doing that for Critter's Home, and also it's a print piece. I'm also trying to take your advice and do the kind of silhouette block shaping because I feel like when you do that, it looks really good on me. I'm also shiny hunting Bulbasaur. I think its shiny is most beautiful and vibrant in Gen 3. I don't know if I know what the Fire Red Leaf Green Bulbasaur shiny sprite looks like. Hold on, I want to see. Oh, it absolutely does. My green. It's really cute. My sweetie pea. Oh, Harpy, I'm sorry. I just saw you say that you weren't feeling well. Do you have any tips for drawing backgrounds for someone that has a hard time imagining 3D shapes? I've been in hell lately. Do you want the teacher answer, or do you want my like, do you want the answer from the teacher or from the student, I guess? Because they're different. How I learned is not how, you know, I think that I would teach someone, but I also, okay, you want both. So one part of my brain answers and says the way that you get over your fear of drawing backgrounds and struggling with 3D shapes is you have to draw 3D shapes. You have to practice with like cubes and cylinders, because once you realize that the world is made of just cubes and cylinders, it becomes a lot less intimidating, and that's like the traditional way of training someone how to do it. Now, me, when I was growing up, I just kind of like looked at stuff and drew it badly, and over time my line confidence got better because I was doing it so often that like those shapes were easier to simplify because I had had a lot of practice. So you don't have to do cubes and cylinders if you don't want to, but that's not the right thing to say. So it depends on whether or not you don't care if it looks perfect, or and you just want the experience. Critter Chat, are you cube or cylinder? I am personally cube. Cylinders annoy me. I can draw them, but I don't like them. I prefer cube. I would make everything cubular, says the person that likes Minecraft. I would make everything cubes if I could. I didn't know you had a clicky keyboard. I do love my keyboard. It's a gift from my boyfriend. I'm an anxious sphere. I am a cube. My friend. We are cubes together. Actually, Chimera, it makes sense that you're cube because of pixel art. I really want to draw a Pokemon, but I can't decide one. Can you give me one to draw? Oh, you prefer Mammalian Mons? Okay. If you want a challenge, I would always say Flagon or Trapinch because I like those guys. But if you don't want to draw those, then Weasel, because I like Weasel. Pyramid, perhaps Cone. Scudged about it. Hold on, I'm trying to make sure that these lines aren't too close so it doesn't get to become like tangent-y. That looks a little better. I forgot I do pixel art. Wait, you're right, and I love your pixel art. I'm drawing Flaffy for a commission right now. Flaffy's so cute. I love cubes. I love cubes. I love cubes, and I'm going to be honest, I love drawing too, and I'm having a lot of fun drawing, but part of the reason that I'm so incentivized to get work done is because I want to play Minecraft tonight. I'm thinking about it. I've been thinking about it ever since you woke me up. I was like, man, I wish I was playing Minecraft right now. But I had tasks. But I want to play. Let's play together. Do you promise? Do you promise?
What?
Sorry, Chimera saying let's play Minecraft together.
Oh, I didn't know if you were talking to me or not.
You'll probably be asleep after. Old man. Grandpa.
I'll
I'll make the servers. I'll host the shit. But yes, I am old.
Ferret walk. I do love the ferret walk animation. Okay. I really should probably start the wood planks from that side of the boat so that I can... There we go. Oh, also, I understand not liking Minecraft server owners, which is why Forest does it for us. Forest is very good at that. I'd love a Ko-Fi Minecraft server? Do you mean like one that's hosted through Ko-Fi? I don't even know. Forest just does it for us and our friends, but I never even considered playing with everybody. But that'd be like so many people, I feel like.
That'd be a lot to moderate.
Oh, I didn't even think about moderating in Minecraft. Dude, what do people do that's bad in Minecraft?
I just have to figure out how to set up like text filters.
So
like,
people can't be doing anything inappropriate.
Yeah.
Lovingly, I don't know if I would survive that. I can't even do a Discord server, which is why I didn't make a Discord server, but you guys did. You could say bad words in grief. That's true. All right, let's see. Cobblemon 4-Leaf Island server. I think that exists in the Discord server, if I'm not mistaken. I found your channel, and I think your art is so cozy and lovely. It makes me happy. Thank you for drawing. Thank you for coming in, and that's very sweet of you. I appreciate it. I do love to draw. I love to draw, and I love sharing art with people, so that means a lot to hear. Does the 4-Leaf Island have a Minecraft server? I'd assume that there'd have to be already. I don't know if it does, but I do remember hearing about people playing Minecraft in the server. I could be wrong.
I think there's like I think if I can remember right, there's like a hey, let's go play Minecraft. But I don't think there's one organized for the server because that would again, it's moderation. So
That
I don't
makes
think
sense.
there's like an official like Minecraft server, but I think there is like some place where you can be like, hey, does anybody want to play Minecraft?
That makes sense. Hold on, I want to like see what those... I want to get actual... visual reference of what these guys look like so I can use them. I don't know if I'll have room in this piece for them though. Although this is coming kind of close to the top, so even that I might want to shrink just a little bit.
Do you want these anywhere particular?
No, I could just keep them on my desk. Wait.
They're literally just index card. I just realized they were on my shelf.
Also, if I had to go to the bathroom, would you draw for a few seconds? Do you love me?
I do love you.
Reminded I started a new Pokemon Black playthrough. I love the little house in Akiyama Town to add the piano music. I do too, the piano and drums. Go. They're telling me to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, you should.
Okay, but what about you?
I'm organizing. I'm trying to organize.
Thank you.
Also, I don't know where these pens are either.
Right here.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Hang on, I don't know if it's gonna pretend that I'm Critter. This happens every time. Where is the fucking mouse? Yeah, it does think I'm Critter. Hang on. Hang on, hang on. Every time I hop on, things are different. Yeah. Okay. Gritter's voice changed. I mean, you say that, but so many people come in and are just like, oh my gosh, you guys sound so much alike. And I'm like, well, that might just be perhaps because we're both transgender. Like my hat, thank you. I like my hat too. Sorry, I pushed the thing that makes the desk get higher and it scared me. There's so much happening. I don't know if I could be a streamer again. Oh my god, there's so much happening. I thought I broke something because I started hearing music, and then I look outside the window and it's some guy riding with a stereo blasting it out of his bike. I don't know if you guys heard that. You sound super different to me. You've probably been around gay people. Your streams were always so fun. I thank you. I thank you. But I feel like I didn't do too whole lot. We get excited when you appear. It's a special occasion. Why do you have a hat? Because I like it. AKA, it's the first of my guide that I clicked on.
What?
Wow, you really weren't gone for long.
No.
I literally I sat down and then I scared myself with your desk.
What do you mean you scared yourself?
I accidentally pressed to get high. I accidentally pressed it to get higher.
That's illegal.
That is illegal. That is
Chris,
not.
Is that a weed?
That is not anything or any admission to what I have or have not done, or will do.
Everyone doing chuff nut. It's still kind of cold in here.
I mean, I can.
We don't need the heat. I don't want to spend money on the heat.
Bro, the fucking electric bill, it was $275.
We don't even use
We
that
don't even
much.
use it that much. I mean, now I have a fish tank and we have all the computers, but like still, it went from like 100, like averaging like 125 to like 275 over the winter.
Sad.
Yeah.
Chuff nut. Critter, that's a super good Forrest impression. Do you mean me talking in Forrest voice for the moment before I sat down? I hope it's not the AI. I feel really bad to tell you, but it very well could be because they're literally trying to do that shit here.
Yeah, well, I don't want to dox this too much, but like there are planned data centers, but I feel like there's planned data centers everywhere.
I know.
So I don't think that gives too much away.
It's insane. Everywhere I go, all I'm hearing about is like, let's build a data center. I'm like, could we have anything else? What if I don't want that? What if I want there to be, what if I enjoy the park being there and I don't want there to just be like a giant ugly building? Their planned data centers, do you have any idea how little that narrows it down? Yeah, that's kind of why you have a point, it's not really doxing. I'm so not gonna lie, when I found out at the beginning, like years ago, I didn't even know Forrest was trans. Just the nicest guy ever vibes to me. I actually completely understand. Forrest is the most cis trans guy ever.
No, that's so funny because one of my coworkers who I've been working with a year somehow didn't know until a couple weeks ago. And I was talking about it and she's just like, yeah, no, I had no idea until somebody else told me. Which is fine because I'm super open about it, and it wasn't even like, did you know that it was more even a like.
They're always doing that to me, except they always get it wrong. They're always thinking it's either the wrong direction or they don't understand it.
I talk about it a lot. So I was sitting there and I sort of laughed and I was just like, how did you not know? I talk about being like in Girl Scouts and shit, and she's just like, no, either I wasn't around when you were talking about it, or like I just didn't hear that. I'm like, well, you know.
That's so...
And it's good to know.
Oh, Lee Raid. Hello. Hello, Lee. What if I want the empty random land? Exactly, because that's animals live there. It's not empty, that's their home. I streamed for the first time in 5 ever. Hello. I'm looking into starting commissions. I'm so overwhelmed. How do you do it? Honestly, a lot of it is not taking too many at once and having specific options to offer. Because if you offer specific options, not only does that help people realize what they want, it also limits what you have to know you have to do. Literally, why are they so inconsiderate to animals? Everyone is. And I'm gonna blow them up for it.
Okay.
Hold on. I Gotta have the clouds in here somehow. It doesn't need to be perfect, but I do want it to be obvious that they're like clouds being reflected on the water. There might need to be more rocks, so that it's not just like a big open space over here. And I can also have the minnows over here. The water effects look really cool. Thank you. I do really like drawing water. I think it's fun. It's enrichment for me. I think the colors for this will be really fun too, but I gotta get the art first down.
Do I test my fish tank?
The waters again?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you should.
I'm scared. I want to be able to put shit in it.
Phew. Can I make these minnow? There might not be actually room for minnow flyers, sadly. Thank you. Thank you for saying bless you. I could do little flags that go up to the top, though. I think that would be cute. And this is something that Critter would have. I think that they would be flags during the summer and during the winter. Actually, they would be flags during the summer and also sometimes string lights, in my opinion. Sneeze was very moe. Thank you. Captions just interpreted Critter as Kurter. They don't know how my name is spelled. Oh my god, wait, you guys are making me realize that as a reward for this, I can sketch my new badge, too. I'm so excited. Throws up. Runs around and throws up around the house. Like an animal. I like when house pets are excited and they just, like, make themselves sick because they, like, run around. Maybe not everyone's pets did this, but my dog did do this growing up. I don't know how I'm going to navigate around having to be around cis people when I have to get a job. When I did it, I think it helped that I worked at a cafe, so even though it was cis people, it was like queer cis people. So some of it's finding the locations in your area that have other gay people at the job, and then some of it is they don't need to know that you're trans if they don't have to know. Like, if you can keep it a private thing, then they don't have to know anything. The more that you can keep private at work, the better. It's good to be friendly with coworkers, but being friendly and telling them everything is not the same thing. I have learned. You can have a work sona, exactly. You can make a work sona that has true facts about you that are work appropriate, but nothing too revealing. I want to do this similar to the Steven Universe backgrounds. That's like my idea / inspiration for these. I'm gonna struggle to be around transphobic and homophobic people when I go back to Korea. I'm so sorry, User. Is Korea pretty? Like, do you like living there otherwise? I haven't ever been out of the country, actually, so I don't know a lot about other places.
I mean, you have been out of the country, though.
You have?
Not recently. You told me about, where did you scuba dive? Or where did you, like, swim around on vacations?
Oh wait, maybe I have. I forgot that. Wait, oh wait, did your sub run out? There were a few different places we did that, thinking about it. So maybe I have been... Sorry, that's been so... I forgot that happened. 2 years soon. Wait, you're gonna be an eel soon. It's a nice place. It's just kinda... No, not kinda. It's pretty darn conservative. I won't fear for my life, but definitely not friendly. Well, and that's hard, too. I think that there's, like, different layers of it. You can be somewhere that's conservative, that's, like, like, genuinely dangerous, like, you can't go outside. But you can also be somewhere conservative that's just, like, it's difficult to have community because you don't feel very wanted. And I understand. I've lived places that were like both.
Oh my god, I might have fixed my ammonia problem. I might be able to put fish in here.
Shrimp time?
Possibly. Hang on. It
Okay,
has
well-
to develop. It has to develop, but every time I've done an ammonia test, it has immediately gone dark green.
Mm-hmm.
And this time it didn't.
That's good.
Yeah.
I have my little... The thing is, I have such a cute background here, but it's like, where does Critter go? I feel like I have so many different places Critter could go. I don't want to make it too big, because it wouldn't be bigger than, like, the orange tree, I feel like. I feel the same way about Japan. It's unbelievably conservative about things like that. I've heard that as well. Steven Universe mentioned. I do love Steven Universe. Also, what fish does Forrest have? He doesn't have any fish yet. He wants to get shrimp. The tanks that we have are not big enough for shrimp, or not big enough for fish. Not for shrimp. They are big enough for shrimp. Like, do I just have you sitting here?
JK.
The ammonia is not fixed.
No, it's actually not the ammonia now, it's the nitrite.
Also, what are the badges again? I'm seeing jellyfish. What's next? I don't know what is next on the chart. Hold on, I can check for you if you would like. I could do Critter looking over the edge too. Hold on. I have so many things I want to draw. I have like 5 billion gajillion ideas. I think I gotta go to community badges. There we go. So after the jellyfish is the minnow. I'm actually surprised we didn't put in the 1.5 year, because we have it now. Hold on, let me look back and forth so I can see what's missing. We have the first Five Guys. Five Guys burgers and fries. We don't have the shrimp for some reason. I'm gonna put the shrimp in because there's no reason not to have the shrimp badge. And then you guys can have a 1.5 year badge in case you don't want to just be a minnow for a whole year. I just gotta go get the guy.
Ooh, hype train. Did you see?
Wait, no, I didn't see. Wait, when did we get a hype train? We got sub goal? Wait, thank you to the anonymous sub gifter. That's so sweet. I gotta get Miku Fiesta on. I didn't realize we had all of this. Thank you, thank you. Also, welcome in, Anish. What a cute shrimp, thank you. Did we have a sub goal set? No, actually, because we already made sub goal for Smoking Critter. I didn't even know we were gonna make another sub goal again. I still gotta finish, hold on. I still gotta finish this guy. Hold on, let me get Miku Fiesta. I was getting stuff from other tabs I didn't even see. Those tank bacteria really have some nitrogen issues, yeah. Alright, Miku time.
Well, so what I think happened is this is the first time I've had a tank with like live plants in it, and instead of going for the super easy ones, I went for the super easy ones like the Java ferns, but then also stem plants, and the stem plants like melted, and I think it took me until this last round of like really aggressive like gravel backing and taking things out and like making sure they didn't have like dead plant on them and putting everything back in to like get all the stuff out, and I think that's what was causing the ammonia to constantly be high, because it's only been 2 months and the ammonia was still like as high as the test would read.
Wait, also, thank you again to the anonymous gifter. That's very sweet of you. Oh my gosh, thank you again? Sorry, someone... This is so sweet. Thank you. Everyone's gonna be shrimp soon. Hold on, we gotta turn Miku Fiesta up. Well, I guess we gotta brainstorm an idea to do for thank you. What if we brainstorm what the gifted sub idea is after we finish the smoking critter? The gifted sub? Yeah. Blue lobster? I actually feel like I had a blue lobster image saved somewhere. Add anonymous gifter, thank you. That's very sweet of you. I need more Spanish because this song is so joyous, and she literally sounds good. It literally sounds good with her.
Does this look blue or does it look in between the two?
It looks like the first one.
Oh! Wait, okay.
Are you ready?
I might be. Hang on, there's one more test to do. There's one more test I need to do. Don't get me excited.
Bonk. Hello, Leafy. Welcome in. It might almost be shrimp time. I also just realized I could have Critter eating an orange. I wish I could use Bonks, but I'm broke. Also, I'm taking you all on a walk. Say hi to the birds. Hello, birds. I'm really excited. I think this print's coming out super cute. It'll also be nice to have for the summer and springtime because I need a new banner. Thank you for the stretch. Everyone's saying hi, birds. Well, so I guess I can spoil a little bit what I was thinking of doing with the veggies and what the Miku, not the Miku, the critter, no, wrong. The Leica's print had to do with plants. And you guys can give input if you want. Do you remember when we had mentioned that we wanted to do kind of like our first... The timer. Hold on. Don't forget, I'm still thinking about Critter boat loading icon.
Wait, that's true. Stop the timer.
Sorry that Critters went creepy for a second. Oh, this print would make such a cool ending soon image to put on the end of the screen. That's also what I was thinking. Because then I could extend it too. But what I was gonna say is, I know that we had talked on a previous stream about wanting to do our first kind of like merch line, or like a bunch of stuff that's related to each other instead of just like, different like animals and stuff that we like, which I still think is related, but I digress. It will happen when you finish the boat design running at you. Okay, I'm excited. I'm also taking you on a walk, but it's night for me. Birds might be sleeping. I'm going on so many walks. This is awesome. Breakfast soon. Goodbye, Critter, and goodbye, chat. No worries, and I hope you have a lovely breakfast. Watching from the bubble bath. I could play the figuretta again. No, I know exactly what I want to play. I know. Bless you.
Sorry.
It's okay. Sorry, this is like one of my favorite songs. Everyone Goes Wild. Bird Brain is one of the best Vocaloid songs to me. It also helps that Tito's outfit looks a lot like Duck's from Princess Tutu, so I'm biased. Have you seen it? Look, come here.
Hang on.
Hey, is he sick? No, he has allergies. Are you coming over? You missed her. You won't see until the dance happens again. I do like this music video though, I think it's cute. Do you see?
Mm-hmm.
It does look like Duck's outfit. Also, how do you light a candle with a normal cigarette lighter? I'm fighting for. Hold it upside down. Hold it upside down. Vocaloid animation is some of my favorite. Oh, me too. Do you want to see, like, the wax melts so fast? I'm sorry. Is he allergic of what? Pollen. Also, did our good friend CJ Dogfins remind you about the solidarity sticker today? He did. Also, Harpy did too. Oh, Duck from Princess Tutu. I can show you. Hold on. There she is. Do you see? It looks kind of like the bird brain outfit. It's not exactly the same. Mm-hmm. I wonder if it was inspired. And the song is so fitting for her, too. Are you allergic to the screen?
I'm allergic to the environment.
Madoka to the left? This is Madoka's grandmother. This came out before Madoka. She inspired Madoka. As a matter of fact, Princess Tutu was one of, like, the first, like, more... I don't want to say, like, grim, dark anime. Magical girl anime, because that's not true. Put respect on her name. No, it's okay, it's okay. Princess Tutu is so good, I love it. I liked it normally. I did not break anything when I got to the ending of Princess Tutu. I did not break furniture. Is that Buggy?
Yeah, that's Buggy.
Dog, why am I not watching Tutu? You should always be watching Princess Tutu. I want to watch it. It's so good. Also, it has so many good anthro-animal characters. Do you think I would like it? Yes, if you like anthro-animals, and also if you like... Also, all of the characters are kind of gay. Like, not... It's technically Hetslop, but it's not to me because none of them look like boys. They all look like... They all, like, look like girls, so it's very easy to just imagine that it's Yuri. I kind of want to listen to Bird Brain again, guys. I'm not gonna lie, but I gotta put the playlist back on. Sorry I like saying Hetslop, I think it's really funny. Do it? Hold on. I might, as a reward for finishing the sketch. I have to do work. It has to be a reward. I know myself. I have hamster brain. If I get things too quickly, then I won't learn. Everyone's saying just stop. Don't enable me, please. Okay. Critter might be a little too big, is the only problem. I don't want to make it too tiny, though. I also feel like it wouldn't be holding up its tails like this if it's just relaxing. It would probably have it in the water. Getting fucking sogged.
It might be shrimp time.
It might be shrimp time?
It might be shrimp time.
I'm so
I have to wait
excited.
for this test to develop, but it's looking like the nitrates. My ammonia was actually at 0, because it was yellow. The nitrites were in between. I'm pretty sure it was at 0. You confirmed that it looked like 0 because it looked more blue than purple. And then the nitrates is looking like a color in between 0 and 5 ppm.
Also,
Which is fine. I would like it to be 0, but like...
Masterpiece said, do it, we whisper on your shoulder. We are the Minnowlings, give us bird brain. Also, you said it might be too big, but I think it gives old Gen 1 Pokemon charm. That's all I needed to know to put it back. I understand and I see the vision, and that is the nicest thing that anyone has ever said to my art before. You'll share shrimp pictures? Of course. I also want to draw a celebratory chestnut with the shrimp because that's... I feel like after all of this, it's very earned. I feel like... Do you have a little orange you're peeling, or do I give you a drink? I kind of want to give you a drink. Because then it could have like a little umbrella in it too. I used to play with these and me and my sisters used to stab each other with them.
Of course you did.
We would have mouse wars.
Of course you did.
We would pretend our little hands were like mice going to battle. And then stab each other with the cocktail umbrellas.
I'm not surprised.
Actually, and would actively encourage our grandparents and parents to drink more so we could have more umbrellas. With a little orange slice on the side, you're mined. Could put a drink on the side of the boat and it could be eating an orange. It could have oranges on the side of the boat too. That's fun though. We would do that, and then also we would do something called Art War, where it was basically the limit was your imagination, but you couldn't take it to the extreme degree right away, or else it would be considered like poor sportsmanship, and you would lose by doing that. So basically, you start with... I have to hide everything. You start by someone draws a bomb in the middle, like a cartoon bomb in the middle of the page, and then the next person has to draw something to get rid of the, or like defuse the bomb. So like you could draw a watering can that is putting out the fuse of the bomb, but again you have to draw all these things. So once you run out of space, the game is over. And then you could have someone that comes in and drinks all of the water from the watering can as it's like falling down because they're very thirsty. Starving man in the desert. Dehydrated men in the desert style. But then someone could have like a hair blow dryer and be blow drying the water out of the way so that he can't do that. This candle's gonna kill me. I'm so sorry, Chimera. But then someone could be like clipping the plug of the hair blow dryer, and then you just go back and forth. It's Looney Tunes logic. We just called this game War. We didn't actually have like a real name for it. It was just Art War or like War. Mesh bag of oranges next to the potted plant. I love your brain, actually. I think I'm going to do this. Hold on, I can get rid of that. Sorry, Tutu, we don't need you right now. The other thing is I could have the mesh bag of oranges hanging off of something too. Smoking critter, I remember the war. This is also how we did the character creator game that I found out was called something corpse. The carpenters are so cute. They are. I don't think there's room for it in this piece though. What is going on? I looked away for 2 seconds. I was describing a game that my sisters and I used to play together when we were younger.
Yep, I can get shrimp.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
I guess, do I get red shrimp or orange shrimp?
No blue?
You want me to get blue shrimp?
I do want blue shrimp. I mean, I also like red and orange. Those are both good colors. But I like blue. And they can't be green. Every color. The problem is if you get every color, they start breeding with each other, and then they become brown.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like the green. That's ugly. Yeah, I like the blue ones the best. Oh, wait.
The red really... And they have a couple different kinds of red. I was looking at these, actually.
They kind of look like chicken. Like fried chicken. Thank you for the shop sale from Glad. Brown is beautiful. I think that brown's a pretty color, but if you have like a bright blue shrimp and then all of their babies are coming out like gray and brown, it's kind of sad. You're just like Lee Smith, haha, suddenly darker. Wow, you guys are just like
Because
Because I want to get a
You're thinking of a
pumpkin.
different
I want to
guy.
get a pumpkin snail.
I do like the pumpkin
So that's
snails.
why I was thinking those ones.
Couldn't you do the calico reds?
So those are Caridina shrimp, and they need more acidic water, and they also die easier because they are more needy.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
I'm giggling at Cover's messaging. I'm gonna have the tail like floating in the water because I think that would be cute. Plus then I can have minnows plotting to eat it. Or like looking at it like, what is this? And then their little shadow on the ground. Critter's face when he said die easier. I was sad! I don't want them to die! I've never related more to a shrimp. Also, thank you for the stretch. Also, I do think that the little notification sound for Ko-Fi is really cute. Okay, let's see. So now I can do the parts of the tail that are underwater. Or like floating sort of on top of the water.
Like, which do you think looks better with this snail?
Oh, you can't get both?
No, because they come from different, like, lines.
Well,
Well, actually, let me check a Neocaridina, like, breeder chart. Because the thing is, I could get orange and red if they come from the same line, so they wouldn't mix and go back to, like, their like, natural patterns.
Mm-hmm. Pretty but deadly needy. I was gonna say, it's like opposite of me. I could survive in the trash, in the garbage.
Sure.
I can. I'm not.
Hmm.
Maybe I'm not speaking for the whole council. I just need color. I just need crowns and paper. And you can leave me alone for a few hours, and I'll start scrounging for something to eat. In the garbage. This art is becoming more delightful by the second. I'm so glad. Thank you. I love drawing Critter. It makes me so happy. And it's been so long since I've done like a full Critter piece. I feel like I've been doing a few doodles here and there, but I need more. My beast. I love your art so much. Every time I'm studying, I put your speed paints on in the background. Will there be more of those? I didn't know anyone liked my speed paints. I would do more speed paints. I think they're really fun to do. We just don't end up recording them a lot of the time because I didn't think anyone was watching them. Hold on, I gotta make sure the back pattern is balanced. The trash man, I eat garbage. Very shrimple and understandable, thank you. The other thing is I feel like Critter would have decorations in its orange pot. But what decorations would you put in soil? Oh, put seashells. Like how they do at the beach when there's those trees and they put little shells around them. I'll have to draw these better, but it'll at least get across what they are. And this is the print. This is the print for March. The print for April will be Leica's because it'll also be the Leica's anniversary then. And it's going to be a summer Leica's. Oh, also welcome in, Pandymees. Even I loop your speed paints a lot. Speed paints, I watched them a lot when I wasn't in chat much. Thank you. It's really sweet. I know that one thing that other guys wanted to do was do speed paints with like a talkie video where it's like a topic instead of like teaching something, but since we haven't had time for videos as much, I don't know if that'll happen. Who knows? Hello, hello. We're last playing art. What were you guys working on? Also, Critter question. Can Critter's brush tail magically eyedrop a color of an object, or do they have to apply the paint like a real brush? In my thought, it was always they have to apply the paint like a real brush, but I do think that the eyedrop idea is really cool. I will have to think about this. I lit the candle! Finally, you're freed from your torture vortex. Chimera Suffering 5000 Simulator. That would seriously rock. I feel like I've seen other YouTubers do it. The only thing is I would just have to find topics I'm passionate about. Critter becoming a video essayist? Sort of, or like talking about things in the art community or like art community experiences. I really don't want to do like art drama, that would make me sad, but like talking about things that we see people worrying about, or even like advice videos like how to do commissions and stuff could be fun to do. You have to understand the entire side of the glass is covered in melted wax, so I couldn't see if the flame was hitting the wick, so I kept getting wax and smoke all over me and no flames. Will Road Boy be on the Leica sprint? Yes, especially because it's going to be the summer Leica sprint and Road Boy's birthday is in the summer. Hold on, I guess we could do a cleanup sketch later too. It's all over now the room is vanilla, I'm glad. Videos where people talk about their art process are so fun to watch as someone who's an artist. I do like watching those. Also, I have to go, but have a nice rest of stream. Thank you, Cyan. Art drama, and it's me fighting the two other guys in my brain arguing what we should draw about. And I don't even like doing that. I don't even like that part of it, of like the arguing with the others. I wish we could just draw and play Toys Forever. Road Boy's birthday is in the summer. No, the comment is ruin his birthday. That's why he considers it his birthday, because he doesn't know when his actual birthday is. He doesn't know when his real birthday is, so he just made one up. I have to draw a critter at some point. Your streams helped me pick art back up a while ago. If you do, I try to use people's art on the like the featured schedules, like our little schedule art things. I love seeing when people draw critter. It makes me really happy, so I appreciate it a lot. I try to comment on or at least like everything I see. I know we get busy, but it makes me very happy to see it. He doesn't know. He wasn't that young. He forgot. Also, I feel like 3-year-olds don't really remember that much, says the person that doesn't remember anything. I forgot. I just like to write little stories or lore drops to go with mine. Bro thinks it's Road Boy's comet. This is true. He does believe this. Your eyebrows are becoming tangent lines. I'm gonna go back to the old eyes. No, I'm not. 3? He thought he looked 6. No, he's 3. My earliest memory is 3 or 4. I remember quite a bit from even 3 and 2. You do? Okay. How far back? People that aren't systems, what is your earliest memory? And like, how far back do you remember? I have memories from 2 years old? Guys, I'm scared. What do you mean 2 to 3? I'm scared. I have a diaper changing memory. Guys, I don't think you start developing real memories until 5 as a psych major. But I don't even remember that early. I'm scared. The only things that I know are things that other people tell me happened. And even then, sometimes I'm like, that doesn't sound right. But okay, I guess. You guys remember how old you were when the memory happened? That's the other thing. Some of y'all got elephant's blood in your veins. I'm like... I genuinely, I think my earliest memory is when I was like 10, but all the other guys don't know it, so that doesn't even count. But that's the earliest, and it's just because it was my 10th birthday, because that's when people would become Pokemon trainers. I remember being really sad because I wasn't. I was like, well, this is when it would happen, and it didn't happen, so it's not real.
It didn't happen, so it's not real? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I also sat alone at my 10th birthday while everybody played with each other. Everybody who I invited.
Dude, it's a roll of stamps.
As a system, I have memories from when I was 2.
Okay, I think some of you are lying.
How? How was your earliest memory?
I don't know. Like, I literally don't know. I couldn't place them. I just know I wasn't that young.
I'm pretty sure it's a hard indicator that you're gonna get dementia when you get old. If your memory's bad? Bullshit, anyone has memories from 2. I just have a disorder! Please. No, the opposite. Oh, that you have memories that are really strong. Okay. Critter, I'm scared! I can barely remember what I eat for breakfast. I only know this because I write things down. Obligatory, not a system, but all my memories pre-16 feel like somebody else's memories. Like I could piece them together through context clues rather than actual memory, i.e., I remember my old school because I've been there recently. This is fascinating. Sorry, I stopped drawing entirely because is the hamster critter in the bottom right the one drawing? What? What hamster critter? My earliest memory is 8 years old. I genuinely think that, like, that's probably the farthest back that anybody remembers. I think, are you referring to me? I don't look like a hamster, I have tails. Hamsters have tails, but they're short tails. They're nub tails. Okay, there we go. Critter's eyeball. My earliest me memory is, however, oh, wait a minute, is when my parents got divorced. Divorced kids, let's rise up in chat. I don't have memories at all. All the glass shatters, yeah. They're talking about me. I'm not a hamster. What's the cutoff date for the print club again? If you want this print, that's also part of the reason I'm getting the thumbnail done. If you want this print, the cutoff is in 3 days. So actually, I'm gonna get the color roughs for this done so that I can post this and be like, do you want the critter print? My fave hamster. Is this a print club exclusive? I didn't think anybody would want it. It's not, question mark. We'll sell whatever's left over, but whenever we do critter or like an original, usually we don't order as many because I don't think that people will want them. So when we got the pumpkin ones, they basically all went out to print clubs, so there weren't any left to sell. Okay, wait, so this means now... Oh, hello, Harbor. I would want it. You love my beast? My beast? So is you like a Digimon, or... I mean... So, Critter is a monster, but I could see it looking like a Digimon. It's more inspired by Pokemon. Guys, because Simply Plural is shutting down, I literally bought a spiral ring of index cards to start keeping physical logs to sign off because I'm sick of this. I understand. That's me. I'm the Digimon. Exactly. My friend Chimera is the Digimon. Where do we go to buy the print? Oh, wait. I didn't realize that you guys didn't have access to the Ko-Fi. Hold on. I got you. I have a whole shop. If there's more that you want that's not just the print, there's a whole bunch of stuff in the shop. And then in April, there's going to be a huge shop update where a bunch of stuff gets added. Here you go. Also, Mr. Four-Leaf Island, sir, the critter is one of my favorite creatures of all time. I would like all of the merch. Thank you very much. I'm a monster hunter monster. This is true. Critter, when designed by another guy, was a monster hunter monster, but it's a Pokemon to me. How do you print ship with worldwide free shipping? I thought that cost money. Well, because they're done in flat mail. So the prints are the size of like an envelope. So they just go in a regular envelope with a plastic seal.
Every other stream reminder, the prints are shipped via letter mail. They
So they're
take
slow.
a little bit longer, and
They're
there's
slow.
there's no tracking information, but that means we can ship them worldwide for free.
Also, thank you for the subscription from Nice Meows. If your earliest memories are in third person, that's a story someone told you about when you were a baby, not an actual memory. Yeah. Are prints slower versus stickers? They're all the same speed because they all go in the same mail. Guess who just binged all of Leica's comic and has fallen in love with it? I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I love our comic. I'm very proud of it. I misheard? It's okay, Baz. That's not true because all of mine are like that, shaking.
I tried to organize. Does it look good, boss?
I can't see.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, it's dark and far away, but I can go look afterwards.
Okay.
Hey critters, your memory's so bad you have to label your cabinets. I don't have to label stuff, but that's because all of my cabinets and stuff look like this. They're very shallow shelves where you can just see everything when you open it. And if I don't put things back in the right place, or someone else doesn't put things back in the right place, then I can spend like 20 minutes looking for it. Sorry if this is awkward, but do you have any tips on how to enjoy art again? Lately it feels like I've been forcing myself to draw, but not drawing also makes me sad. I guess it's hard for me to forget enjoying art because I remember how long it took me just to be allowed to draw. Because I had to fight to do it a lot as a kid. Also, thank you for the shop sale from Mouse Mail. I guess all of this to say, I remember how much you loved to draw when you were a kid and how important it was to you. And there will be days that it still feels hard. If you were a kid that wanted to draw, I know that not everybody wanted to draw when they were younger. I got the last Stargazing Leica print. I guess we'll have to see if people want more of that. If you were wondering what that is. It's an older print, but I still think it's really cute. It's one of my favorites. This one. Also, draw for your friends helps too. And yes, wait a minute. This print. This is going to be the March print. Oh wow, I haven't saved once. Hold on.
Yeah, do that. You should do that.
Yeah, I'll do that. But this is the Stargazing print. When might this print be on the shop? Just so I know when to check. It'll be up in April when the big shop drop happens. But yeah, this is one of our favorites. I save every 8 seconds or something. How do you... I forget. The forgetter. Is the Balloons print still up? It is. Yes. The Balloons print is still up. The Leica Dream print is still up. And then I really want to do one of UA because I think that would be fun. Oh, the seashells are getting lost. Okay, hold on. What was that noise?
Sorry, I'm trying to organize. I'm finally putting back together my computer, like all my cables and stuff.
That was
From when
scary.
we streamed together for Minecraft.
I would die for a UA print. I want to have one of all of the main characters. And I think that would be a fun one to do. I have different ideas for that guy. I don't save until I'm done. That's also, are the sea creature stickers you were doing going to be separate from the ones already in the shop? Yes, it's going to be called Ocean Buddies 2. So they come as packs. And also I've found that people really struggle when there's like options to select. I don't know why, But like with the Leica stickers, people didn't realize you had to choose to get all 3 of them and would just buy Leica, and then would be like, where are the other ones? And it's like, oh well, you only choose her. She was only a
You only choose her.
You only choose her.
Choose me.
Choose me, love me, pick me. I don't know the quote, I'm sorry. I want the print you're drawing so bad. Thank you. Hold on. Okay. Tried to make a Toy House account, but it said something about a code. You're not stupid, the robot doodler. You need a code, but I can give you one. The Toy House is invite only, so you have to be invited by someone that has... Wait, guys, the playlist ended. How long have we been sitting here in silence? Please! That's scary. Just listening to my voice only is awful. Okay, wait, let me grab you a code. This is to the robot doodler in the YouTube chat. 15 minutes, please. Oh, so later, would it be Ocean Buddies 1, 2, and or both? It'll be Ocean Buddies 1 and 2, and, well, so they'll be separate listings. So it'll just be Ocean Buddies 1, and then Ocean Buddies 2, as separate things. Is the Critter print for March or April? The Critter print is for March, and the April print is gonna be, Leica and UA and Road Boy. But that one I have to sketch still. This one you have 3 more days. If you want to join, if you join the print club in 3 days, this will be the print that you get by the end of this month. Okay, I wanted to buy the first set, but wait, maybe I'll just buy them now. Yeah, and there's no reason not to buy them now. They're going to be the same price in April because there's not going to be a sale in April, but what there will be is a charity thing where a certain amount of the proceeds from our shop sales will be going to Point of Pride. I've been in the print club since the first day they started. They're all on my wall. It really means a lot, genuinely. Like, being able to do pieces for... First of all, I feel like I can see how much my art has improved ever since we started doing it. And, I don't know, I always feel like I'm not that good at art, so seeing it grow really helps me feel better about it. I don't feel bad about art. Also, get care package. Thank you for the stretch and the hydrate and the sub. See. Are you planning on updating the sub badge to have a 1.5 year one? I wasn't sure if you were waiting or maybe just forgot. I am gonna update it to be the shrimp at the end of stream. I just didn't want to do that because I forgot the dimensions it had to be. But I will do that when stream is over. I feel like this is very yellow. Critter is not usually this yellow.
Well, you're also on a contrasting color, too.
Yeah, that is true. But I do want to make sure I maintain its beautiful mango color palette. Wait, actually, this would be the orange. I discovered your channel and I'm new here. I saw some of your Pokemon art and the style really inspired me to draw. Does it bother you when artists are inspired by your art style? Not at all, and actually it's pretty natural for people to be inspired by other artists. I think that it's really sweet when people want to try and learn from my art, because I did the same thing when I was growing up. Tropical fruit creature? Oh, absolutely. Critter is mango flavored. I literally have mango sherbet in the fridge, and I sometimes think, oh wow, they put my guy in the blender and I'm eating him. I'm eating Critter right now. It's Critter puree. I also want to I want like orange cream popsicles. That's also Critter to me. Whereas the strawberry cream, the shortcake ones, do you know which ones I'm talking about? Forrest?
What?
Do you know the strawberry cream popsicles that are covered in like the bits?
Yes.
That's your other partner. I get nervous when I study your art, not knowing you probably love it when people take after your style. Oh, I don't mind. I genuinely don't mind. Honestly, I think that it was something that like maybe a few years ago would bother our host, but I think that they've mostly grown past that because when it was worrying them, it was because they were worried that it would become like kind of like a fad. Do you know how like the jelly art style became something a lot of people were studying and then people started hating on the art style? That's kind of what I think that they were worried about, is that if people were studying our art style, then it would become like a thing and then people would hate on it. But at the same time, you can't really prevent stuff like that from happening. And also I love art, so I would want people to learn to draw from my style because it means more people are doing art, which could only really be a good thing in my opinion. The strawberry shortcake popsicles, thank God someone knows what I'm talking about. Alright, let's see. I twitches, you mean the war? Well, and I do. It makes me sad, again, because I love art so much. So to see how many times artists fight online, I'm just like, guys, I thought we were all spending time together and playing toys. What happened? The black lines on Critter's tail make it look like a bee. I can see it, actually. I do love bees. I used to eat those popsicles all the time. The orange cream ones are my favorite, but my little sisters really like the strawberry shortcake ones, so I had them sometimes too. And bees love Forest? They do, and he's scared of them, but he thinks they're cute. Oh wait, we got a shop sale. Thank you for the new shop sale from Reshiram's. You are good at art, you're great at it, thank you. Okay, I'm always scared to say that I'm good at something because I'm scared someone's gonna be like, no you're not, but then I don't know, I think saying I enjoy something is a little easier because then it doesn't put any pressure on me to do something to anyone's expectations except just, I'm having fun. I amazingly just got my paycheck and decided to go ahead and get the Ocean Buddies and stickers. Oh, I'm so glad. Also, hello, welcome an animal lover. I'm allergic to bees, which is funny, points at my name. You have the bee appreciation, but bee death trait that Forest also has. Liking an animal but being scared of it is, for a good reason, is they can coexist. I think Critter's scarf is like a little lighter than that. Critter, I think you'd really like Pokemon Lazarus. The game is super pretty and well designed, and has side quests to every area. It's Dex, all Le Mans, and you get cute outfits and it's fully finished. Genuinely feels like a real iteration on the formula. That actually sounds really cool, I've never heard that before. It genuinely sucks that people feel the need to knock you down if you say you're good at something, and it's not just me either. I've seen it happen to other people, so I guess I'm acting like predictively. And it does suck, you're completely right. I also just want to keep having fun and getting to draw forever and ever, and so anytime something could threaten that, I kind of like shy away from it, because I love art, and I don't want to stop doing it. Out of curiosity, will the Pumpkin Critter print go up in the shop during the April sale too? Did people want the Pumpkin Critter print? I could always get more of it printed. Oh my god, I had a dream last night, and I just thought about it. I don't know why. Sorry, this is related to the print, I swear. I had a dream that because we have really bad memory, we ended up making a Lugia print 3 times. Like, different system members all made Lugia prints, and they were like, oh, we should make a Lugia print this time. But then it ended up happening, like, multiple months in a row that we made a Lugia print, and then we were looking at it, and they were all different, but I remember thinking, wow, we have a lot of Lugia prints, because people were asking us to restock it, and then other people were like, wait, which one do you mean? And then I was like, wait, which one? There should only be one Lugia print, what do you mean? Chris, this is the 3rd time you brought Lugia print to the class, and I wouldn't know. I wouldn't even know that it happened 3 times. Accidental Lugia ecosystem. And nobody told me, nobody stopped me. Nobody stopped me either. Also, thank you for the posture check. But yeah, if people want the Pumpkin Critter, hold on. There was another one, I'm gonna write the note because I don't think anybody else will remember this. There was another print that someone asked for. I think it was Kirby people were asking to restock. So there was Kirby, Pumpkin Critter. Was there anything else? I would make a Lugia print though. I love Lugia. I think it's such a cool Pokemon. It's probably one of my favorites. Yeah, there was going to be a Kirby interest check. Also, if this is a secret, but what do you... Oh, it's not a secret. It's just that it's local. So I didn't want to share because I don't want to dox, similar to the stickers. Also, Fallen. Thank you. That is another one. Let me see. I'm trying to remember. The only other one I could think of is that we don't have any more of the angel ones, but I didn't know if people wanted more of those. I think that one's really pretty, but I don't know if anybody wanted. Would Critter's paint run off in the water? Is it magical so it stays on? It doesn't have any paint on this in this piece, but it would run off in the water. The angel one too? Okay. I'm glad that I'm not mistaken. I also really like that print. I have it up on our wall. Oh, what's the angel one? Here, let me show you. I want them to make more prints. I think that their art's really pretty. I think that it would look nice. They also made the Pokemon Route 215 one. Why are you crazy? Pee-Pee! It's Pee-Pee too. He's going crazy. I really like both of these. I think these are some of my favorites of their arts. For your rendering, do you use layer effects or just select colors from the wheel? I select colors from the wheel. I love to do that. I don't use layer effects because I didn't know from the wheel. The bubble one is one of my favorites, and it was super limited, so I feel like it would be nice to bring it back because I don't even know if everybody knows we made a print like that. He's crazy.
Touching it. Dude, I'm sorry. This is my plant ball.
He loves his toys.
But they're not his toys.
There is his toys. Anything could be a toy if you believe. I really wish we could have gotten the veggie sticker sheets done before this, but that's... Oh, I guess I never finished saying that when we got the hype train. We were talking about doing our first, line of merch. Or, a continuous line of merch, where it all had the same theme. And because it took me a really long time to eat vegetables growing up, because... Well, not growing up, but, it took me a long time to eat vegetables, and Forrest was the one that helped us, learn that they're good and, how to eat them. I thought it'd be kind of cute to do, a line of merch surrounding vegetables. And one of the things would be, a critter sticker sheet with different veggies on it, but then you could use it as, a progress marker, kind of, to show which vegetables you've eaten and tried. So that if you haven't had them before, you can see and keep track of which vegetables you've had. Would the veggie lanyard be on the table? Yes, actually. I have found a lanyard person nearby so that it would be a little more eco-friendly. Wait, stop. I was thinking of making fruit print artwork. Lemmy, I wanted to do fruits too. Wait. Do you want to do it together? Because then you could do fruit and then we could do veggies and then we could try to do them together. Because I would also love to do a fruit sticker sheet to mark new fruits because I have a lot of fruits I want to try. It would be really fun. Also, because then you could do Lemmy Frog with fruits. Oh my god, you're still here? Me? Yeah. Food collab. Well, and I also want to encourage people to eat a little healthier because, like I said, growing up, it was really hard for me to learn to try new foods. No one was really helpful. That sounds mean. I have a complicated relationship with food. I will leave it at that. And so Forrest being so kind and helping introduce us to new foods was really one of the reasons that at least I grew attached to him. Can we get a critter tail yet? I didn't even think about critter tail lanyard. That sounds like such a cool idea. I wanted to do a bugs lanyard. It's hard to feel like you're being productive or feel comfortable with not being physically productive with hobbies or academics, but I'm trying to give myself more grace. Please, bugs. I love bugs. I love bugs. I love bugs, and I'd like to do a bugs and fish sticker sheet. I was focused. Sorry, I was trying to get the stuff written down. I should probably also do a light source, considering the sun is right here. It would mean that the shadows are going to get cast a little bit, but it is kind of above, so it's okay that they're not getting cast super far. So it's actually like the light would be like a little more like here. Favorite bug type critter? Oh, I love Leaveney. Leaveney is my favorite bug type. And my favorite bug is the Emperor Caterpillar. I think it's the cutest. Japanese Emperor Caterpillar. Oh, also thank you for this new subscription from Lawless. Leaveney mentioned it. It's just so nice. It's so sweet. I love its kind face. I guess Swadloon is technically my favorite, but like my favorite final evolved is Leaveney. But I actually like Swadloon like a little bit better than Leaveney. Also resonant with Swadloon on a spiritual level. You understand me. We're holding hands and hopping around in a circle. So the other thing I'm thinking, I'm trying to remember how I've seen people do water in the past. I know sometimes the other guys default to doing like airbrush, but I actually think that there's ways you can do reflectivity by using the choppiness of the waves to your advantage. So what I'm gonna do is try to test that out. Does anyone fuck with Orbeetle? Oh, Lemmy does. Lemmy likes Orbeetle. My favorite bug type is bug type Silvally. Just kidding. I don't believe you're just kidding, but it's okay. I think it's funny. I love Orbeetle. Okay, wait. So watch. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have the kind of crests of the waves come up and form these light peaks. And that's gonna help separate what's the aqua water from the background water. And I might even go a little lighter with these. Yeah, okay, that's what I gotta do. And then, as it pulls farther back, it can get a little darker, but go more into the green. Oh wait, hi critter. Oops. But you're gonna get lighter again as you get closer to the viewer, because it's gonna start to go into like the sand that's like on the bottom of the ocean. The actual answer is if I can't pick a collective favorite, it just becomes Silvally. I have too many answers to the question to understand. So I like this print a lot. It reminds me of the skeb you got where Critter has the sunglasses. I love that skeb so much. If this wasn't my banner for the summer, I think that might be. We got a really good deal for Clip Studio. I'm so happy. Oh, that's awesome. Sunglasses critter? Of course you can see. I love this piece. This is one of my favorites. Chat, tell me not to get takeout. I'm looking at you. How long have we been going for? For almost 3 hours now. I was gonna say, I'm not gonna say don't get takeout. What if I want it too? Brother, ask the enablers. And the crowd is unhelpful? Please tell this mango creature beware, they're in tasting range. I really like this critter piece, and then I also really like, there's another one that's a beach piece. I love Coda's too. Coda's is one of my favorite. Hold on, where is it? I like this one. I think this one's funny. I like the rendering a lot. Trying to be responsible, asking the hungry fish was not a good idea. I don't know if we've ever actually used this one for a schedule art. Hold on. I'm kind of surprised that we haven't. Wait, I genuinely don't think that we did? No, we did. We did. I don't know. Hold on. I don't know who drew these, because these weren't labeled, I don't think. No, I might be fibbing. Hold on. The floaty ring one is by Kamikami, and then the sunglasses one is by... I just saw it. I keep scrolling by it. Dorobo 93. Do you know how much critter fan art you have now? I see a new piece every time. I don't know in numbers, but you can see like all of the critter fan art that I have uploaded to Toy House, and that's not all of it because I sometimes forget to upload things to Toy House. Like I said, I do try to like everything, but you can see, and remember there's like tabs on Toy House too, so the link I'm about to send is not all of it. There's also like another fan art specific tag. The stuff I keep in the main gallery is like if I haven't used it for a schedule art or if I think it's like a really good piece to like reference what critter looks like. But then there's also like additional fan art tabs. So there's more. Alright, hold on. I have to bring back up. Also, the other one was a commission as well. They were not under the fan art tag. Those were both commissions. Critter in the water. How do you guys produce so much art? It is our job full time, so I guess that's part of it. Is that like, since this is what we do full time, there's not other things competing for time in the same way that there would be for other people. Need to remake your old black-white sprite, but I don't know how to replicate the tails. Would you like a Toy House link? Here. Sorry, I think I sent it to the YouTube chat, but I forgot to send it to the minnows. My green. Okay. I'm very excited for this print. I really like the colors too. The other thing is now I can have the shadow of the boat be more pronounced because it'll be on top of the... Also, hi Critter, have you had any experience with Paint Tool and Sai? I'm on the fence about upgrading to either CSP or Sai. I only have used CSP and I really like CSP, so I feel I may be a biased inquiry because I'm always going to say CSP better, but I would be happy to hear other people's experience with Sai in the chat. I made a Critter fan art piece, but it's winter themed, so I guess I'll have to wait another year for its debut. That's not necessarily true. If you post it now, we could use it for a schedule art while it's still cold. Unless you mean it's like super winter themed like Christmas, in which case even if you post it now, I have used art that's like 2 years old for schedule art because I realized we hadn't used it yet. It's more than okay. Guys, I think I might really like this piece. Not to geek about my own art, but I'm actually very happy with this so far. I think it's turning out cute. The sale is really tempting me. I would say getting CSP on sale is the smartest thing you can do too because it always, like, it goes on sale pretty frequently, and again, I have never heard a regret customer who got it on sale. I miss the beach so much. It's so close. Summer is approaching. This is very cute. Thank you. Where do you prefer to receive fan art? I check the fan art tag, which I can spell for you in just a moment, on 2 websites. It's like this. I check it on Tumblr and on Blue Sky. It's basically fan art with Nya in the center, because Critter is a cat monster. We have a thing here where you can smell images and taste them, and it smells like warm oranges and tastes like pineapple juice. For me, this is, to me, like mango, orange, pineapple, and sea salt. What the image tastes like. You have your brushes for CSP posted somewhere? I actually only use one brush, and it's in my FAQ. It's not posted, but it's a tutorial of how I made it. It's super duper easy. It's only like 2 steps. Gotta be one of my favorite genders. Thank you. I feel like I'm like 8 genders wrapped in a trench coat, but I appreciate that regardless. Hold on, I gotta do the... You know, the sun would probably be the brightest thing that's in the entire piece. It doesn't... Oh, but the yellow outline looks good. Okay. My mind. I'm looking at Toy House, and it says you only stream 4 days a week. Oh, that might have been before I added the Sunday streams. I'll have to update that. I have to update the Road Boy Toy House, too. We were kind of busy today because we were doing a Lycos page. But I have my tasks. Ew, don't do that. I wanted to get more yellow, but I didn't want it to become, like, darker. I want to eat fruit now? You should. How do you feel about the new CSP update? I haven't got it yet, but I want to. I've only heard people like it, though. I would like to get it. I don't know what color to make the rocks. That's the only thing I'm kind of looking at here and, like, stroking my whiskers. Ooh, I also actually kind of want to make this more green. Can you hear Buggy in the background? He does love to sing. I hope it's Chico to reveal a dozen non-binary genders. What are you buying? Yeah, his name is Buggy. We have 3 cats, Buggy, Pluto, and Harbor. Okay, so... Oh, I can also make the oranges the same color as Critter. And I should probably do a paint over of the leaves so I can get that color down. Although I'm gonna make these more lime, I think. Maybe the rocks can be assorted gray-yellow with some seaweed stuck to them. I definitely want to put barnacles on them. I'm gonna have to... Oh, that's way too lime, though. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt the printer. I could see gray-yellow. Usually, ocean rocks, if I'm not mistaken, are gray or, like, kind of a blue-gray. They can be brown depending on where you are. But most of the time I've seen them, they're like a gray color. Actually, I made this a little more desaturated, but now I'm looking at it, I feel like it could be more saturated. I'm just reacting to the black line art, I feel like. But it won't be that bad once I get other colors in there. So next I'm gonna go like this and go on a layer underneath. No, you can go like darker. Yeah, Buggy? Alright. I didn't get everything on the checklist done tonight, but I did get a good amount done. I know we really wanted to get this print thumbnailed, so I'm happy to have done that. Howdy, welcome in, Magic Hats. Yeah? The other thing I could do is make the flags. I don't know if I would make the flags Critter's paint tail colors, or if I would make them Maybe I'll reuse this red, because that could be kind of fun. 2, 3. It looks great, thank you. Sorry, he was playing with toys. That was the jingle that you heard. Red and white feels very boat to me. I was thinking red and white and maybe throwing the lime in there, but it depends. The orange is on the deck already? Maybe not the green. Maybe I do white. I keep going back and forth on whether or not I want to do... Okay, that looks a little better. Have you ever drawn critter without its tail paint? Oh, absolutely. It's been drawn without tail paint in a few things like the Minecraft animation. Buggy. They're leaping over furniture to chase each other. Okay, wait, I was supposed to show something. I was gonna say, it is also like the end of stream. Why did he bark? Hold on. Can BRB. I have one last thing to show before I end. Hey, why is your cat barking? That's scary. Don't worry, he just does that sometimes. It's okay. He can do it. I promise they're playing. Well, I meant to share this earlier because I was supposed to show that our cats are literally sweeties and nice. That they do love each other. Ah, my phone must have come unplugged. Okay. Right? Where... I went to the wrong thing. Hold on. Okay. This is them during the day. Like, they love each other. They very much love each other. They do not hate each other. If you are worried about the way that they play during streams, I promise that it's just playing. They are not fighting. They love each other very much. And this is them like every single day. I just took this picture today when I was walking around. All that said, thank you everyone so much for coming. I almost said we're gonna be streaming tomorrow, but that's not true. Could I get a playlist link? Yeah, let me grab it. We're gonna be streaming on Sunday. Because we're going to be doing more Leica's work. But until then, I guess I won't see you for another 2 days. Thank you all so much for coming, though, and I hope everyone has a lovely night. We're doing Leica's work next, and I think the week after we might finally play off again. It depends, but I really want to. I want to finish the game. But yeah, anyway, thank you very much, and I'll see you later. Ciao.